We haven't started yet.
Anyway, speaking of chocolate, I got
You are late to
some Kit Kats.
Yeah,
Correct.
I honestly still have no idea exactly what type of character I'm gonna do. I mean, obviously I know
Earn
the
a
archetype,
40-cent
but
Hy-Vee fuel.
I'm still
If
deciding the
Vor has
specifics.
Kit Kats, I'll squeal for you.
I'm deciding.
Wait.
Jesus
What?
Christ. I'm deciding between going for like a southern man.
Do you mean like Cajun, or do you mean like Texan?
No,
or...
I mean like Texan, yeah.
Yeah!
Or like Georgian.
Well, how
Or
to
like
do, ma'am?
Brazilian?
Wait, why did Josh's yeehaw end in like a pained squeal?
Why does yours kind of turn into a pain school and just kind of drift off into the void?
I don't know. I'm deeply concerned. All right.
Alright, Ratman, you just want to sit around and talk about Castlevania Nocturne for a bit?
Sure. I already started the stream.
Yeah, I know. I think this is what we should do.
Okay.
Instead of whatever you planned, let's not do that. Like, let's just lie to them and talk about shit that they don't care about.
All right. Seems legit.
Castlevania Nocturne, I heard it's the best show ever.
That's just a fucking
time?
lie. I don't know who the hell told you that.
No, and
It's not a bad show. It's just not a good show. It's an entertaining show.
for sure.
It's a very entertaining show. All right. All right. Everybody calm down.
No.
Okay. So, what we're doing here is more of a podcast
Rocks
format.
or something. I don't remember his name.
Yeah. It's more of a podcast format. There's not going to be a ton of flashing lights and pretty colors for people. It's more like they can throw it on and while they play a simpler game.
Oh,
like,
it's some audio bullshit?
it's not. There's not a ton to look at. It's just occasionally dice rolling. I'm not Mr. Roll 20 over here.
What about the people who can't imagine well?
Frida can give you something.
What's that called? Aphantasia or some shit?
I didn't know it was an actual thing, but no.
Yeah, some people literally cannot visualize things in their mind.
Yeah, this is fucking discrimination, you piece of shit.
I don't know what to do with
And there's
that
also people
information.
that don't have inner monologues.
What? You mean there's people lucky enough to not hear that asshole talking to them all the time?
Yeah.
Fucking blessed.
You can send them this way.
Are we dissing Roll20? No, we're not dissing Roll20. I just don't. Josh is the fancy Roll20 guy. I'm the improv see where
He's
it
a
goes
scrub.
guy. This is hostile. I agree. Okay. We'll get back on track a little bit here. So, game mechanics that you guys have to worry about. I described it to some of you, but I'm going to repeat myself a little bit for the stream's sake. These four are piloting pseudo-pre-made characters that I needed their backgrounds to be specific. Other than that, they can make their own names or do whatever. They have an objective. They are all professional killers in a mob-type organization. So think like suits and hats, big money.
Like Sopranos.
Yes. They have all completed over 30 to 50 hits in their lifetime. They're all badasses. Like, think of them closer to John Wick than a random, right? So they're all, and, you know...
Oh my god, we get to fall down so many stairs.
You guys get to fall down so many stairs. But...
God, I hope I get to shoot someone with a horse.
There is a mission apparently so important that this gang leader, I wrote down his name, let me pull it up, Don Lex, has called together all four of you to do the same job. So it's apparently important. Objective 1 is get the briefcase that he bought from the people currently holding it. Objective 2, if possible, take the giant bag of money you're going to hand to them and don't give it to them. He's not going to ask too many questions on how that goes, but if he could get his giant bag of money back and the briefcase, he would be very happy. And objective 3 is get the briefcase back to him at his clubhouse by the end of the day.
All right, what's in the briefcase? Do we know?
That is
So the difference
not
between
public information.
Between objective 1 and 3 is the time, right? It's like get it back, but also maybe consider getting it back by end of day.
I was more of going through order of operations. Get briefcase,
Okay.
try and keep money, get them back.
Yeah, so our first goal is to have gotten the briefcase to begin with. We can lose it after that point, but as long as we have gotten our hands on it, we have succeeded on Objective A. Objective B, also don't lose the money that we get. Objective C, bring both of those back to the guy.
Yeah. I bet you the briefcase just contains a pristine slice of ham.
I'm pretty sure whatever it contains, when we open it, like a golden light will shine on our faces, and the audience can go fuck themselves.
Fair. And then, every player also has a secret, not only to me and to each individual player. So all 4 players have something their character wants to achieve that might not be conducive to the other party member's success. Now, the example I keep using is, so I don't spoil it, if this is their ship crashed at sea and they're all on a raft together, like, Josh's character might be hiding food, and his objective is to, keep that food to himself so he doesn't starve, while, like, Dylan's character might have a secret, like, he's a cannibal and he wants to kill everybody and eat them.
Oh my god, so what I'm hearing is we can fulfill
know
both
it.
objectives by killing his character and me eating his body, and stuffing it with his food.
Yes.
I can't
Teamwork.
I can't believe you didn't call me the cannibal. I feel
No, that's just
offended.
your personal secret.
I feel like
you're
you don't
always trying to do
really
that.
know me or who I am.
No, we're here to play characters who aren't ourselves.
Oh shit, yeah, you're right. I'm not a cannibal
Yeah.
yet.
Don't worry, consent is important to him.
Okay. Sorry.
It is. I would never eat someone without permission.
Somebody asked me about their secret objective, so I had to answer that real quick. But anyway, so all of you have your own secrets you're trying to achieve. Some are conducive to the party, some are not. All right? Now, any dice rolls or anything is going to just be on a 6-sided die. It's super simple, and it's always 6 is the most of what I'm asking you about. 1 is the least. So if you get shot, and I ask you to roll a die on how much damage it did, 6 is always bad, and 1 is good in that case. But if you're if you're in a car chase and I ask like how well you're driving, 6 is good, 1 is bad. So it's like the most of the degree of the question is a 6. Right.
All right, can we force everything we do to be a dice roll?
If you really want to.
I tied my shoes.
Wait, hold on. Is there a dice spot here?
No,
You gotta roll to get the answer to the question now.
there isn't. I already checked.
I hate
You're a
all
dumb
of you a
son of a
lot.
bitch.
Yeah, no. So how it's gonna go is either from the sounds of it, it sounds like either we roll in person, and he just trusts us.
Why don't we just have, like, Overlord bring up goddamn roll 20? We can all join in on that, except for the rat man who can go fuck himself.
No. So what he's doing is that he's pulled up Tabletop Sim on his stream, and he has a D6 on it. And I assume that whenever we want to do anything that requires a roll, he's just gonna roll it, and we can all see the results on his stream.
Oh, we could watch his stream? Where the hell's that?
It's on
Sorry, I don't
YouTube.
watch his streams.
On Yelp.
Or his videos.
Is it just me, or is everyone breaking up?
That sounds
Just
I
you.
think it's just you.
Just you.
No,
buddy.
I've been in a long, healthy relationship for a while now. I'm joking. I've been very alone. Oh no!
Did we lose Josh?
I mean, for now.
Oh, God
Is that
damn it.
Don't worry, it
Is it
was
just-
fully slime salt.
Is it just me, or is everyone like sounding robot-y? Ah! Disappears into
Weird.
the mist.
I'm impressed with your guys' ability to derail
Are you
this.
just sitting around rolling a dice like a moron?
I'm waiting to get through this.
We're literally waiting for you to do something. We waited so long. He fucking left.
Do something, damn it!
I'm waiting for Josh to
You know
come
what?
back.
Anarchy!
I'm gonna sit in the passenger seat of the car we're already in. I'm gonna start pushing this forward since he isn't going to.
Jesus
We're in
Christ.
a car. I'm driving.
All right, make a driving check.
Oh my god.
All right. I got a 5. Is that good?
No, Ratman's gonna do it.
All right.
Oh, okay. So I pulled out my physical dice for no fucking reason.
You
No,
can
they're
roll
for
your
you
own
to
dice if
fiddle
you
with.
want to.
Now, don't listen to the actual GM. Listen to me.
I mean, you are my actual GM.
Oh my
You're my
god.
GM too, buddy.
Aww.
That is just factual. You guys play a lot of tabletop games together.
Yeah,
We
that's
do.
just actually true.
Josh is back.
Oh, thank God! Finally, something
Alright.
can get us back on track.
Can you hear
So
us?
now we can actually get started.
How many of us are here right now?
Is Josh actually here?
Yeah,
It
I'm
says
here.
he is.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
There's 5 of us. Can you just roll the die to see who's in charge of the fucking session?
Me. Okay. So we're moving on. I assume you understand the mechanics at this point because y'all are fucking trolls.
Yep.
So, our scene starts in a town in Florida. Palm trees, beautiful sunny day, middle of summer, so it's a bit fucking hot. And you're on the bottom level bar of a very
Wearing
tall
suits.
apartment building. You are wearing
Is
suits.
it 1960?
No, it's modern day.
Do I have to be wearing a suit, or can I wear something else?
Jesus Christ. You can wear something mafia appropriate.
Okay, I'm wearing a cowboy
suit.
hat and a suit, but one of those ties that isn't like a tie. What are those called when they're like 2 strings?
A bolo.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
The cowboy bola thing.
Yep, I'm wearing those.
Okay.
What
Just
year is it?
give me a second. So,
It's 2023. We're not in the middle of a pandemic. It's around, but it's not current.
shut
I got
up.
a giant Sam Elliott
Okay,
mustache.
you just give me a second, slime. 1 second. We're on the bottom floor of a large apartment building. The apartment you're supposed to meet the people in is 10 floors up. You guys are chilling, killing time at the bar. Now, from left to right, we see 4 mob killers. Introducing them, first, Slime. Who is your character?
All right. So my name is Bill. I'm a Southern boy raised in the South, in West Virginia, born and raised. Ranching was my life for a long time, until I got enlisted in the military for a while. You see, there was some trouble at the farm, and my dad needed me to go out and make some money. But I was only ever good at one thing, going hunting. So I used my gun skills in the military for a while, but eventually I retired from that after earning some good pay. But taxes still kept coming in on my farmhouse, and I needed extra funds, so I kind of fell in with a bad crowd for a while.
Fucking.
And that's where I am now.
All right.
IRS came after my family.
I fell in with a bad crowd, and that's where I am now. Looks at the other 3.
Next,
Basically.
next to him, Andrew, introduce yourself and your character.
What year is it?
2023.
3.
You're damn
Almost
right I'm a
2024
cowboy in
perhaps.
2023.
I mean, what year's the game?
2023.
23.
Oh, it is
You will need us to
23, okay.
answer this another 3 times.
That ruins my entire persona.
How
God
about a
damn it.
2023?
Josh goes.
Okay, Josh left again. Whatever. Salsa, continue on.
that ruins my whole persona.
Josh just leaves. Well, if Salsa's persona's fucked, then I hate this game.
Jack. I'm Jack. Just Jack.
Okay.
Jack, what?
That's all I have prepared at this point because the year completely ruined it.
Gotcha.
Wow.
It's nice to meet you, Jack.
I was imagining like 1940s.
I mean, yeah, I'm also going to be a 1940s gangster
You
in
could just be-
2023.
Yeah, I was about to say you could just be.
He's,
like,
he's
I'm
an
a cowboy.
1800s cowboy in a suit.
Yeah, but you see, nobody talks like this anymore. You see.
Yeah,
You
they
can still
do.
do
You
that.
do. Because you're
Yeah.
a fucking eccentric lunatic who kills
you're
people
like-
for money.
You're like a reverse hipster. It's fine.
I mean,
Oh yeah, it'll make a comeback eventually, I guess.
Overlord's
Exactly.
character is literally a medieval knight brought to the future by a time machine. I don't know what you want from him.
All right.
That's right.
So, Salsa is Jack, and then we'll go over to Josh while he's here. Josh, who's your character?
I think I'm back for forever now. My name is Frida. I am born on the East Coast, but you wouldn't notice. Most people are caught off by accent from my father. He beat it into me. Mother was Norwegian. That's hence the name. But we don't focus on mother. I got my trade and my start in the gangs here selling shtick. Shtick is a useful drug that I operate out of our greenhouses. Very potent stuff. And what you see is this lady who is, how do I put this? You see this person who is very tall, probably about 6 foot. They are very pale in skin.
That's a big woman.
People who look at them assume they are female. And they actually look a lot like, I'm posting a picture of Jax from the Meg. Like, you can't necessarily place whether or not they're female or male.
Androgynous.
Yeah, they're androgynous. Thank you. That's the word I'm looking for. Very androgynous. Very smoky makeup around the eyes. Bit of a flirt. No one's necessarily sure if that's just to put everyone off and put them off their game, or if there's anything else behind that. Although some of the folks within the gangs like to brag about daring to go the distance with them. However, they typically don't like to comment about what happens afterward.
You sound like you look like an agent from the Matrix, like one of the rebellion members.
Yeah.
That's
pretty fair.
And at the end of the bar, with the duffel bag full of money, you guys are supposed to exchange in for the briefcase. Dylan?
All right. I'm Rupert Mueller. Family came back to America from Germany several decades ago. Don't know my numbers well. Never went to school. Grandpa, you see, fought in the war, came back a vet. You know, they treated him as they do, and he had to make ends meet. Fell in with a perfectly fine crowd, some real gentlemen, some good fellas, let me tell you. And from that point on, that was the family business. We've done all sorts of things. Family is spread. We were very good at our jobs. We had my uncle who did white-collar crimes. We had my father who was primarily blue-collar crimes. I'm not sure what those would fucking be. My brother was just a good old-fashioned murderer. My other brother was primarily a stealer from usually the bodies of that were murdered. And my oldest brother was a body disposed. He just ran a pig farm. Actually, he got out. But...
He got out.
Blue-collar crimes are totally just thugs in all evil villain movies.
A blue-collar crime is like, so we decided to build this guy a house, right? But we actually built it all wrong.
It ain't up to code, and we called the inspector on him.
Oh,
all right.
Fuck this guy. But unfortunately, in the time since, things have taken a negative turn for my family. All of us, except for myself, are basically dead. My father got ratted out, ended up in prison, didn't talk, no one said anything, ended up getting fucking stabbed, right? So, brothers didn't take that very well, went in and tried to pick some fights. There's a whole war about it. They all fucking died. Ma didn't handle it fantastically. Just kind of stopped eating. Passed away naturally.
So sad.
And so here I am, the last of the Muellers. Best fucking crime family around. Believe it. They don't make them like us anymore.
They don't make them like us.
I'm gonna be Don Kage. Believe it.
I fucking am. No, I'm not. That ain't my business.
So these are Don Lex's 4 best fixers. When he needs something done, whether it's knees broken, things retrieved, people protected, he calls
Cats
you
out of
for.
trees.
Yeah. And
Very adept at getting cat out of tree.
so you guys kind of understand your relationship to each other. You have all worked with each other before, not all at the same time, but like anybody in this party, you've worked with on 2 or 3 occasions. You're not best buddies, but you know each other exist. So you're not like, who the fuck are you? You're like, oh, hey, I remember you from like the Puerto Rican job. Things like that. And what?
Salsa's character's name is Jack, right?
Jack.
Just Jack.
You got Frida, Jack, Cowboy, and Rupert.
My name's Bill.
All right.
Yeah, Cowboy.
All right.
The meeting time to get your briefcase is in about 5 minutes, and as these 4 deadly killers finish up their morning drinks, because they're all healthy individuals, several gunshots are heard from above, and you think that maybe this party's starting a bit early. On your way out of the bar, you have time to grab your effects, which in this case is one of 4 items. You can grab
I
a
would
wit.
like to order another round.
That is one of the items. You can grab a whiskey, which gives you 1 reroll for this whole session. Cigarettes, you can ask me for a fact about the current scene you're standing in, and I must tell you the truth. You can ask for sunglasses, which allows you to do 1 action that is not violent without anybody knowing, no matter what. You can just say, I throw on my sunglasses and I take this, and none of the other players can know you did that. Or mints, you can get 1 NPC to tell you a fact they would know, whether they want to or not.
I'll take the sunglasses.
All right.
I already ordered another round.
The mints is gain a fact from a minion or whatever.
From an NPC, something the NPC would know. And the cigarette is something about the
cigarette's
current scene.
Okay, so the cigarette can't be used to get a fact that's more esoteric.
Yeah.
Are these like a 1 like thing per each of us?
It is a... I mean, all 4 of you can pick sunglasses.
Could all of us take whiskey?
Yeah, all 4 of you can pick the same thing, but you only get 1 use of this thing in this session.
Yeah, I'll take the sunglasses.
Okay.
I put on my sunglasses as well. Is it daytime?
Yeah. Yes.
I'm gonna take the smokes.
Sounds good.
I'm gonna order another round to go.
He gives you 1 big whiskey. Like just in a
Is
normal...
it just like
in a normal
It's in a
cup.
It's in a ghost cup.
excellent?
Got a lid.
All right.
Can
I'll
I
put it
wear
in
my
my pocket.
sunglasses now, but not use them?
Yeah. It's just a game effect. Obviously, like, Salsa doesn't have 1 loose cigarette.
Well, the item was cigarettes. So,
Go,
you know.
pocket smoke.
No. I do have 1 loose cigarette. It's tucked in my ear.
Yeah.
I like it more that he's got a whole pack. He gets to smoke them all at once.
I like.
And I'm
this
gonna be asking
ambiguous
everybody I
fact.
see if they got a light.
You got a light? Yes,
Oh,
I
yeah,
do.
man,
Good.
I
I
got
don't want it, but stay handy.
I'm immediately imagining like Jack is like kind of a disheveled individual. He's got like 5 o'clock shadow, kind of disheveled hair. Got the cigarette behind his ear. Kind of just shrugs when you ask him questions, and walks like with both hands in his
Where are
pocket.
you from?
Does Jack have a trench coat?
No trench coat.
Is
Does
Jack
Jack
wearing
have a
pants?
Okay, so Jack wears a button-up shirt that's tucked into his khakis, and his sleeves are disheveled but rolled up, so his cuffs are like kind of sticking out unevenly. Otherwise, very plainly dressed.
I love this guy. He's the most generic. Yeah, I'm a guy. I don't tell you what I do.
All
You
right.
gotta watch
Yeah,
out.
he's
You gotta
Jack.
watch out for those, you know?
He cleans up the road. Like he volunteers to pick up trash.
We've met our quote-unquote heroes. The call to action has been sounded, and you grabbed your effect from the bar. Now, as you approach the 10th floor to the meeting place...
Are we taking the elevator?
Okay, so we hear gunfire, and we're
upstairs.
like, all right,
Time to
let's go upstairs.
You're
We're badass.
professional
Equipped with my
killers!
sunglasses.
You're not.
Wait,
what?
so that-
What are you gonna call the
There's a
fucking cops slime?
We're gonna Jason
Okay,
Bourne
no,
this
but
shit.
My question is,
I want you to know, my family
We
knows
heard
some of
gunfire.
the gods.
we heard gunfire and are like, all right, let's grab our stuff and go, I guess.
You-
I would like to use the fire escape.
I'll take
Fine.
the elevator.
This is 2023. You think there's a fire escape?
I'll
There
take the
has to
escape.
be. It's like a code thing.
Yeah.
No, I'll join you in the elevator.
All right. As you approach the
I'm gonna
room,
put my jacket on. I got a duster.
as you approach the room from various angles, you hear.
Did Jack take away, or did he just appear?
Jack's don't ask about Jack. All right.
He
We'll
uses
see it when we
cutscene
see him.
mechanics to show up at places. Okay.
Yeah,
He is-
like you
he
see
is
us come in,
sticking
and then he's just
uncomfortably-
already there.
He is
gonna
sticking
go through the
uncomfortably close to
elevator.
Freda.
Oh, okay.
Alright.
So fire escape too.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's
I was
Vermintide
like-
mechanics or 40k.
I just love the idea of like, ding, the elevator door opens. We get into like a gunfight, like Matrix style. The other guy shows up via supporting from the fire escape. We turn a corner, and a shot rings out. We look behind us, and a guy with a rifle is there. He drops, and Jack steps from behind a pillar and just shrugs, goes, "Got him."
How did
Doesn't
Jack-
have a
We're
gun.
like, where did you come from?
Doesn't have a gun in his hand. He's just heard a gunshot. Guy fell. Don't know why.
That's the sound of him lighting his cigarettes.
All right. So, who's on the fire escape?
Me.
Okay, Frida and Jack.
And Jack.
Okay, gotcha. All right. As Frida and Jack are making their way up the fire escape, I will get to that in a second. As I'm just trying to get everybody's names down here. Bill and Rupert are in the elevator. As soon as the doors open, you're in a hallway with tons of rooms.
Okay,
on-
before we get up there, I'd like to open up the maintenance hatch at the top of the elevator.
All right. What do you just have it open?
Yeah, I just want to climb up there.
Okay.
All right.
So when the doors open, you're in a hallway. It's an apartment building, so there's a bunch of doors on each side. But you can already tell the apartment you're looking for because one, you were briefed on it, and two, the door looks like Swiss cheese. You also smell a lot of iron in the air, not from bullets, from blood.
Smells like blood.
Yeah, and you hear the wind whistling through, so it's pretty clear the apartment's fucked up. The two on the outside don't hear or smell any of that, but what you do
You don't
see...
hear the wind?
No, you don't hear the whistling of the wind through the bullet holes of the roof.
Yeah.
Remarkably non-windy outside on the 10th floor. Just inside the building.
It just turns out the AC's on really high.
It's not wind at all. It's just the AC. On the outside, you guys see a person in a black hoodie with a mask finishing rappelling down the side of a building, landing in the back of a lime green convertible, and the car speeds off.
Wait, different building?
Same building.
Wait, I wouldn't have gone up the... I went out there so I could see if anyone was coming down.
Yeah, but what I'm telling you is the first thing you see is someone finishing the descent.
Oh,
Like-
okay, so I'm not like halfway up the fire escape, and I'm like, hey.
No, no. Like,
Hey!
when you step out into the alley
Ah,
and even start going up the fire escape, you see a car pulling away and a rappel line swinging in the wind that now exists all of a sudden.
Okay, I'm going
I'm gonna see if I can see the license plate.
All right. You gonna burn your cigarette, or do you just want to see if you can see it?
I want to do a test to see if I can see it.
All right. You want me to roll the dice for you, or do you have your own dice?
Whatever you're more comfortable with.
You roll it.
I think you should roll it.
All right. I got a 6. So he tried to look, then he blinked, then he saw it.
Dude, a fucking 6, nice.
Yeah, he saw J9L G2G.
Just takes like a photo of it. Just
Got to
with your
go.
eyes.
J9L
G2G.
E2G.
As they're speeding away,
I pursue.
On foot? Okay.
No, I'm gonna carjack the first motherfucker I see.
Gotcha.
Damn.
Jack is an accomplice in all this.
Jack is an accomplice. Okay, so while you guys run out to get a car, people near the apartment, what are you doing about the apartment situation?
All right, I don't know anything about that. I'm gonna climb up to the next floor above.
Yeah, he's gonna be in the vents or whatever. I'm just gonna walk through. I'm gonna
Just make sure, Dylan, you have the duffel bag of money, right?
Yeah,
it's strapped to his back at all times.
All right, the guy doing
that's
the
why I
most.
gotta protect it.
The guy doing the
Being
most
sneaky.
physical activity has a giant fucking bag of money.
Listen,
Also, picture Rupert
I
as
watched
like
a
that.
Christmas movie about this. All right, you go through the vents to avoid the glass shards from getting your feet.
Rupert's like 400 pounds.
All right.
Rupert is just a small boy, like 12 years old.
I'm the toughest mobster in the world.
Rupert is of ambiguous age and size.
All right, I'm
right.
just gonna walk through with my spurs jangling, just ching, 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 as I walk into the room.
Yeah, he's got spurs.
I got
yeah.
spurs that go jingle, jangle, jingle.
He has big cowboy boots,
Wait a
spurs,
second.
a cowboy hat, a full suit, and a polo tie.
You're that yodeling cowboy kid that was popular like 3 years ago.
Yeah, but I'm all grown up, and now I'm a badass that kills people.
All right.
I'm just gonna check out the room.
Yeah, Slime, as you enter the room, you see 4 people you were supposed to be meeting with, and they are all very much dead. 2 of them are dead in a natural seated position, while 2 are dead in positions looking like they were either in cover or racing for cover. So they got caught, 2 people died before they even realized something was up, and then tried to move, and it was too late.
My dying wish is that I'll look natural after I'm dead.
Well, that's mighty unfortunate. All right. Well, let's see if they have anything in their pockets.
All right. While you loot their pockets, you discover a note that describes your party exactly as the people that they're supposed to be meeting. And then there's various newspaper cutouts of your guys' faces.
I'm curious, how do they describe Jack?
Jack? They said Jack,
Ambiguously aged boy.
ambiguously aged, refuses to tuck in shirt. Has 1 smoke in left ear.
No,
Actually,
that's yeah.
No, it's right here. He's right-handed.
That's Jack, baby. Ambiguously aged, ambiguous race.
Yeah.
But we have 2 ambiguously aged people.
And they're hanging out.
Yeah, because
Your
well, the
skin
bit.
care must be immaculate.
Or terrible.
And then we have Bill, who has like a Sam Elliott mustache and is like clearly like a 40-year-old man.
He's just actually Sam Elliott.
I wish I could do Sam Elliott's voice. I would.
And Slime, outside, you do hear the screeching of tires.
Yeah, I'm gonna go check that out.
All right, as you look down to the alley below, you see half your party sprinting after the car and then waving down a motorcycle, and then one of those motorcycles that has 2 wheels in the back.
I'm gonna take a.
Tricycle.
Okay, wait, hold on. So there's the car that they're chasing after. I can see them like pointing at it, being like, "Oh, let's get into it," and then they get into a car, right?
Yeah, by the time you got there, you barely saw like the back end of a car, and then you saw them carjack 2 motorcycles.
Wait, do we have earpieces?
No, but you have cell phones.
Okay.
But either way, I can see them gesturing towards the lime green car or whatever.
Yep.
I'm gonna take a pot shot at it. Quick draw. Fuck it.
All right, you rolling or am I rolling for you?
I'll roll.
All right, let.
Dude, I rarely get the opportunity to use physical dice. I play tabletop online all the time. I want to use it when I can. Hiya! That is a 5. Is that good?
All right. Zooming back down to the alley crew, I have now informed you. You said the nearest vehicle. You find a husband and wife duo. The wife is on the tricycle. You immediately. How do you get them off the bikes? You succeed in getting them off the bikes, but like narratively, guns out.
I
Or...
kick the bitch.
Oh
So
wow!
When you say bike, do you
Yeah,
mean
you pistol
bicycle?
whipper? Oh my god!
No, motorcycles.
Okay.
Motorcycle! Oh, yeah, a lovely couple with 2
Enjoying
motorcycles?
Have you driven around
my
Minnesota?
parents
That's
both drive
very
motorcycles.
common.
No! What? Of course I haven't!
I know.
So
it's
I
common.
want-
Both my
flying
grandparents
sidekick.
ride motorcycles, and that is not a lie.
I'm going to flying sidekick the equivalent of my mom off of her Kawasaki Ninja and take it.
Yeah! And then it just goes, ah! And then you like jump on and you're like, let's go.
All right, Jack. How do you?
And I just kind of push the husband off his.
just to push. Jack doesn't put effort
Push
in.
him.
You
All right.
didn't get them both with the one kick like intended, so you're just like,
So, you guys get on your motorcycles and you look ahead and you already see it that the lime green car is having some troubles controlling because its
I'm
back
aiming for
its
the
back
wheel.
right tire is flat.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
you have a good shot at catching up.
I spin my revolver around and then holster it again.
Is this
Okay,
mafia
I'd like
game
to-
set in Minnesota? No, I was just saying it's common for couples to ride motorcycles together. That's all I was saying.
I've never heard of that being a thing
Wait.
ever.
you know what?
Is
I
it-
don't want
is
this
it
to be
summer?
set.
It's summer.
It's in Florida, but if we just move this suddenly to like Minnesota, that'd be hilarious.
I would have
Oh, yeah.
no
So
reference points,
If
but
this is Florida, then the cops haven't even been called by the gunfire.
They're just like, whatever. Okay.
the people around here are
What
like,
the Crocs
"Eh,
have.
all right."
Can Frida and Jack give me rolls to see how good you are at swerving through traffic and catching up to these guys?
That's a solid 3. I'm average.
Also,
Average
real
for
quick,
a badass.
I am also 3.
Okay. Slime, what are you trying to ask?
I also want to collect a boar and then start descending the building.
We'll pop up to Bor in just a second, but I just want to know how close they're getting. So, a 3, with them having a flat tire, you make some headway. You're now within, like, gunshot range, but not reach out and touch it range. Up to
My
the top...
pace. I'm not gonna try to get any closer than that.
Okay. Up to Bor, Rupert. As you climb up to the 11th floor, this floor has been mostly hollowed out under construction, so you're kind of entering into a skeleton of woodwork, you know, where you can kind of see through multiple rooms as they're renovating this floor. But you're completely alone up here. There's various power tools and cinder blocks laying around, but the windows are all still intact. And
Is there a
outside,
spare uniform nearby?
roll.
Or just a high fizz vest? Yeah, give it to me. You do it.
All right.
Just this guy being like, I'm the best mobster. Time to go full Agent 47 on
3.
these fuckers.
There is a uniform, but it's a construction uniform with the bright yellow vest thing. So
I put it on.
all right.
Over my suit.
Over the.
Does it have a hard hat?
It has a hard hat.
I wear the hard hat.
If
You gotta
this
get
is
a
Florida, it's
motherfucker
about to
for
get very hot for you.
Full on Hitman style. Just put that on.
All right. So you're now in disguise. What are you doing on the 11th floor?
I'm gonna crouch suspiciously and walk around while listening to things. I've seen this in games. It works.
Yeah,
All
I'm
right.
gonna shout out. I'm gonna Rupert, there's a chase going on. We need to get
Someone's
down
aware
there.
of me. I hide.
Okay. To the left of
Oh,
you,
God.
you see the little Wi-Fi icon that tells you
Tears
someone's
above me.
eavesdroppable near you.
Excellent. I like press myself against the wall and try to listen.
All right. It's a husband and wife. They're not really doing well. They're on their they're on their 4th kid, and the 3rd one is just being a shit.
Wait,
and they're
okay.
They're having
you're
a conversation
telling
after a
me-
huge firefight right next door.
So you're telling me
yes.
that there are 2 things that could be happening here right now. Either Rupert has put his ear against the glass and is eavesdropping 10 floors below him to a couple that just got karate kicked off of their motorcycle,
And things aren't going well now.
Or there's 2 married couples in Florida.
or there's another married couple in this building that is like, well, the kids are
That's a good point. This is a construction
after
area,
like
too.
on the same construction area, or very recently people have been mowed the fuck down in an adjacent room.
It is the floor below Rupert, and
That's the 10th floor. That's the floor where the fucking
And-
massacre happened.
and rents are nice and cheap in this area, and they accept it.
Really hasn't been doing good good in school, and I think it's your fault.
Well, I'm trying, Margaret. And then he just
There's gunfire on the floor. Same floor they're arguing.
with a heavy stench of iron and blood in the hallway, and in the.
Well, they have a door, and the AC is fucking cranked, all right?
He would be so distracted in school.
All right. And while this distraction is occurring, a thick southern drawl comes through the eavesdrop and is like, Slime, what did you say?
No, I'm gonna call Rupert. Actually, I feel like he'll respond better to that.
All right, Rupert, here, boy. Rupert.
Come here, Rupert.
Rupert, trained assassin Rupert, come here.
Going.
Got a Scooby snack.
He doesn't have a cell phone? I thought we established there were cell phones.
We do, but apparently we're just calling out.
No. That's his ringtone.
Rupert. Does Rupert want a Rupert snack? That's his ringtone.
Oh my God.
Rupert considers the idea of a snack, but he looks in his wallet, sees like the little coupon for Olive Garden. He's like, I don't want to ruin my appetite.
He's looking forward to Olive Garden later, bro.
All
Why is
right.
your ringtone a recording of your dead mom?
Because I miss her, you fucking asshole.
Dude, what the fuck? That's so personal.
All right. So, those two
call
are maybe trying to reconvene in the
Can
car
we-
chase.
Can I fucking just call him?
Yeah, you can call him, but one second.
You haven't let me call him.
Yes, you're calling him.
Rupert, we gotta get downstairs.
He didn't answer.
Car chase happened. God damn it, Rupert! Pick up your goddamn phone!
I pull out my magnifying glass and look for clues.
I'm gonna leave.
Listen, we all have our way. Theirs is action-oriented. I handle things by the book. The one that I can't read that my brothers drew up.
Oh yeah,
You know
Mr.
what?
Blue Collar over here.
He's got a point. I'm gonna look for clues too.
Okay.
You just hear a magnifying glass come out. He has a point.
You know what? My acute hearing tells me that he's looking for clues. I've worked a job with him before. He did the exact same shit then.
Okay.
Wandered off, put on some weird clothes, and started looking for clues.
I'm
Boar.
gonna analyze the corpses or whatever. It's
Yeah,
like-
Boar roll a d6, and that is much harder for you to find anything. Slime roll a d6, and that is going to be significantly.
All right,
Okay.
roll for me, because I'm just going to tell you to roll for me every time. I like making you do stuff.
Got it. That is a 1. You find more hard hats.
Well,
Fuck yeah! I stuffed them into my coat like armor.
I got another. He's got titties.
I was gonna say, where do they go? Like,
On his
Just
chest,
all
he's got
around.
2 orbs of hard hats. It's ridiculous. All right, I rolled another 5.
Okay. Something very important. Slime investigating the apartment goes around, looks through things, sorts through stuff, and while searching the dead bodies, you find bullet holes. Great, a lot of useful information
Yeah,
there.
I want to
And
see kind of maybe why we were meeting.
Under the sink, Slime finds a black briefcase with a golden scorpion embossed on it, and that is the exact description of the briefcase you were sent here for.
I'm gonna take it.
Meanwhile, in the car chase. So, last I heard, Frida was holding off, didn't want to get any closer. What are you two doing in the car chase?
well, I am Frida, so maybe just, what are you doing, Jack?
Jack is going to stay about 4 to 6 car lengths behind them if he can.
Yeah,
Ready
we're-
to return fire if they start.
I'm gonna see where they pull off, so to speak. So I'm basically tailing them into a fixed location.
Okay. They don't seem to have noticed that they're being tailed yet. The shot that came at them wasn't from you two, so they haven't had any reason to suspect you or anything.
I
And
turn
they-
on my
Sorry.
share location with my cohort.
I get a little ping on my phone, and I'm like, nice.
All right. They were headed for the highway, but it looks like after a couple blocks, they turn off right, and they are going to park in an alleyway to deal with their tire some way, because they're having troubles getting up to speed, and you can't just drive around with a now thoroughly shredded tire.
Okay.
So they pull into an alleyway.
I pull over before getting to the alleyway and motion Freda over.
Yep.
Okay, you
So
two
we
rendezvous.
pull in. Yeah, we rendezvous outside.
So, are we moving in now, or should we continue following him after he fixes flat?
Let's go ahead and jack another car across the street there. Then we'll continue the tail. This is not their end destination. I'll make sure no one leaves that vehicle behind. Make sure that briefcase stays with them and doesn't separate right here.
Okay.
All right, so while he's eyeing them, I will try and find an inconspicuous vehicle.
Your options are a red Toyota RAV4 with some various construction materials in the back seat loosely scattered around, or a Honda Accord spick and span, but it's yellow.
We're going to go with the Honda Accord because I've seen Final Destination.
Ha! Josh's car sucks.
Right.
All right.
I'd like to
Yeah.
to do something.
Real quick.
Well, that and it's actually because it's easier to steal Hondas than Toyotas.
Yeah, real quick.
Well-
Andrew doesn't need to roll or anything because you guys are
Well,
super professionals at this. So, you get the car ready, and Frida is keeping an eye on the car. The gentlemen have not left the car. They are just replacing the flat while one of them guards the briefcase. Two are working on the tire. Over to Slime. What are you trying to...
I just want to. I'm gonna very carefully open this thing and see if it's legit.
All right. You open up the case, and fortunately for me, so I don't have to do a whole bunch of shenanigans, you already know what's inside.
Yeah, you
And
can just say if it's legit or not.
You know what's inside, and it is
Oh my god,
what
it
you're looking
literally
for.
is just a glowing light and the audience can go fuck themselves.
Mm-hmm.
For now, yes.
I
But
told you, it's a pristine slice of ham.
Slime, it is the real briefcase.
All right, I'm gonna close that up, and I'm gonna shout out to Rupert. All right, you keep investigating and see who done this. I'm gonna get it to safety.
I don't know what he's talking about, but I agree with him.
All right, I'm gonna leave.
All right. Rupert, how's it going on the 11th floor, buddy?
Actually, real quick, which cardinal direction did the chase go?
West.
Yeah, I'm gonna go east.
Sounds good. All right.
I'm going to.
Hang on, it's 11th floor time. 11th
It's
floor.
11th floor. He has investigating to do.
All right. That couple that is clearly in need of therapy. Can I talk to them through the floor?
Yes.
I would like to try and help them talk through their problems.
All right. I'd ask you to roll.
I am the ghost of relationships past.
I rolled you a 5. That is very successful. With all of the gunfire and the shenanigans, this couple clearly isn't the best at being grounded. So when they hear a voice from above interceding in their problems in a time of crisis, they assume that you are a deity type figure, and
I was
accept you.
actively trying to pretend to be that. Yeah.
Yeah. They're very on board with this, and they
One of
start
them drops to their knees. Is like Santa Maria.
they start asking you for advice.
You know, sometimes not all relationships work, but I really think you need to try and talk and discuss and always work together, you know? Things are tough, but family is the most important thing in this world. And for your sakes and the sake of your children, I think you really just need to look at this more seriously and, calm down.
Rupert's there like, I'm hearing a lot of yous and I's when it should be us's.
Yeah, just we're all in this together, you know?
That's inspirational. You have fixed a family today. You're the real
something.
winner.
Was that your secret character secret?
No, my
Bring the
secret is
family
Are
character
you actually
secret.
Dr. Phil?
I might be, yeah. No, my secretest character secret is to have us all go to Olive Garden.
That's what the coupon's for.
I'm down to go to Olive Garden later.
All right.
What's it worth to you?
Like, I don't know how much that meal at Olive Garden costs. I mean, yeah, it's fully on Rupert. He has he'll pay for a meal at Olive Garden for you guys. It's his treat.
He is a coupon.
Listen, he doesn't have a family to support anymore. He's got plenty of disposable income.
All right. At the stakeout, it seemed like Josh wanted to say something before I move the plot forward. So what's up?
How many of them are there?
3.
3 of them? Okay.
2 working on the wheel, 1 guarding the briefcase.
Okay. Is there
2 of them working on the steering wheel or 2 of them working on the flat wheel?
The flat wheel! Guys, I need to pull this alleyway. Something's weird with the steering wheel.
I need to flip that. The flat wheel.
All right, yes, it's a flat tire.
Okay, I'm gonna whip around to the other side of the alley. So that I'm gonna be on the opposite side as Andrew.
So that way
Jack.
you can do a pincer maneuver.
Yep, pincer maneuvers.
Okay.
Oh, do you relay this? Because I thought we were still following them.
Yeah, no, I text you.
So basically, yeah, they've parked and are fixing their car.
Yep.
You look at Jack, do a couple hand signs saying, "Hey, I'm gonna go around the other side." And then
No,
we'll
I just
do a
text him. I text him that.
Text,
Yeah, that's
All right.
easier, I guess.
text
Hold on.
you up, eggplant emoji.
Austin, roll a die and tell me what the number is.
Okay,
There are 3 eggplant emojis.
it's a 2.
I just barely feel my phone vibrate because it's on silent.
All right.
So I check it and I realize what's going on.
Okay.
Okay, moving to the other side. How many machine guns do I have?
At least 2, right?
As many as you feel like your character would
You roll
have.
for it.
I think dual Uzis, right?
I was thinking like 2 nice silenced pistols, probably.
Ooh,
Okay.
Blassie.
Yeah, that's fine.
I want to roll
Okay.
2d6 for how many.
All right, hold on. If we get to pick guns, then Jack needs to have a Desert Eagle.
Sounds good.
I love Jack.
He's
so
compensating
much.
for things.
Rupert also has 2 guns, but they're attached to his torso.
Attached.
Yeah, like mounted into the torso.
Yeah.
How close can I get, either by coming from the other direction or from going through the building and out of a side door? How close can I get to them without without getting within line of sight?
You're currently as close as you probably could be to them because they're not that far into the alley. You're like 3 steps away from them.
3 steps? I execute the guys changing the tire then.
Okay. At this close of range, I'll guarantee that one of them is dead. Roll a die to see if the other one dies before even returning fire.
6.
All right.
And
then- yeah, they both die. Jack.
And from my position in the car, I'm going to have my gun trained on the 3rd guy.
Okay.
I shout out, "I'm sorry, Jack. It was just too good of an opportunity."
Before he even fires. Roll a die, Andrew, and if you get a 1, you miss. Otherwise, you kill him.
No, I said I'd point my gun. I didn't say I fired my gun.
Oh, okay. You're just... Okay. Well, let me
You
see if-
missed. You pointed at the sky and you're like, "Get down on the ground."
All right. That guy rolled a 3, so he doesn't notice the guy in the car pointing a gun at him. He notices the crazy person that just popped out and wasted his 2 friends. So he's going to start to aim at Frida, which at this point I assume you shoot.
I take a shot.
Okay, don't get a 1.
Are you rolling?
No, you can.
I got a 5.
Nice. So as this guy turns to shoot Frida, takes like a bullet in the neck and then another one in the eye, and kind of like flips over the back seat into the front seat. So now his legs are dangling into the back of the convertible, and the briefcase is in the back seat where it used to be.
Jack, how many times do I have to say it? We cannot play with this one anymore.
Sorry, what was that?
It's nothing. I'm gonna start, like, checking his jacket, the 3 dead corpses' jackets for any sort of paperwork that might fall out. I'm looking for hand tattoos.
While he's doing all that, I pull the car into the alleyway between where we were.
Okay.
Yeah, block that line of sight.
As you're investigating, you don't find any documents that says I'm so-and-so of the blank gang, but from the masks that they wear and the tattoos they have, you can tell that they're a triad. It's a Pacific-based gang. Strange to see them in Florida, which is really odd.
So I know that these gangsters are human beings, just normal human beings, right? So the question is there a phone with Google Maps up, mounted inside the car for where they're going?
Valid.
GPS.
That's fair.
That's like a roll. Can we do a luck roll for that?
Sure. Roll. 4, 5, 6. They have a GPS up.
Oh my god.
5.
All right. Yeah, there's still a GPS running, trying to take them about 3 miles from here.
Right. The phone's still open too, so I'm gonna start fucking with the contacts and shit.
I love how you haven't checked the briefcase or anything. You're just fucking around.
We'll get there.
All right.
And Jack doesn't even realize what's going on because he's just standing watching the entry to the alleyway just to make sure nobody else comes down it.
Well, there was gunfire, so most people are running away from it. You are in slightly limited time. And Frida, do you eventually check the briefcase before I switch scenes?
1 second. Yeah, I do.
Okay. It is a bright blue briefcase, which you know from the mission briefing. You're looking for a black one.
Okay. I throw it at Jack. So, not aggressively, but I go, "Here, suitcase. Check it out."
Inside is just laundry and a couple of those barbells you would use with your to do your forearms, 5-pound barbells, just to give the suitcase the right. Yeah, it's just to give the suitcase the right weight. It's not massive.
I never said I opened it.
It opened at mid-flight towards you.
Okay.
Flicks it open, throws it at you, a bunch of laundry hits you in the face.
Roll some agility so you don't get a fucking shake weight to the toes.
Are there any button-up shirts or khakis?
It's all button-up shirts and khakis.
I take one of the button-up shirts.
And one polo shirt. Right. Is that the end of that scene?
Yes, sorry. One of the players just messaged me something in private, so I was answering that.
Gotcha.
So,
because I know what I want to do.
Yeah, back over to the building. So Slime just left the front door and is heading east.
Yeah, actually, I want to start heading towards a ferry, kind of area, like a port or a harbor.
Okay. I mean, it's Florida. Those aren't hard to find. Do you take a taxi or do you walk, or what are we doing?
I'll take an Uber.
Oh. Oh, product placement. Oh, my. How much do they pay you? Okay.
Faster than fucking taking a taxi or anything else, and cheaper.
Okay. You take an Uber.
I don't think you're gonna get sponsored, dude.
I'm not the type of person to fucking just I'm taking this car.
Why don't you just get on the bus, man?
I don't want to be chased by cops. All right, I'm just gonna fucking order an Uber.
All right. So
and then calmly get in and be like, all right, take me to the port, please.
Since we last talked to you, and now you got your Uber, they just pull up, you get in, and you have them start taking you towards the harbor. Okay. Decent amount.
Very calmly.
So
this my legs.
Time-wise, this happened while Rupert repaired a family, and while Frida and Jack
were just murdering.
Spec Ops the Line killed off some triads. Okay.
Yep.
So you are now traveling.
Yep. Go to a port area. Oh, I'm also going to before I do that, I'm going to take out my phone and put it on the ground and stomp on it.
I like it. I like it. Rupert. So this is time point is the Uber is leaving. So it's not like I look out the window and see slime. And that moment's passed. You've just repaired a family. You're still on the 11th floor. You're still dressed up like a construction worker, and you still have a bag with like what was it, $40 million around your neck.
Sick. Awesome. I'm gonna pull out my phone and just text like the group chat. Are we good?
The group chat. Like, yeah, I get it, but it is. I just love the like murder in group chat. Anyway, you text, "Are we good?" Flip over to Frida and Jack, and then a stomped phone on the sidewalk. You get the text, "Are we good?" Now remember, you do have a previous text from, damn it, Bill that said, "Got the briefcase."
What?
Okay, cool.
Or what
the fuck did I say that?
No, Slime, what did you say?
No, I literally shouted to Rupert with my voice.
Keep
hey,
looking for clues.
You keep looking for clues. I'm gonna head out.
Yeah, I thought you texted before that. I thought right when you got the briefcase you texted
okay,
something.
yeah, no, there was a text of, hey, Rupert, let's get down there. They're clearly in a chase.
Oh, okay. So that was the text.
Yeah,
no, he hasn't told me
I
anything.
would not mention that I found the briefcase.
Yeah. I'm just making sure I have everything clear. So.
Yeah, I get you, man.
Yep. Okay. So yeah, in the text, it's just Rupert saying we good. Frida and Jack, how do you answer that?
I leave it to Freda as I pull out a cigarette, but not the one in my ear, just one from somewhere else. And then light it with a lighter that looks just like my Desert Eagle, but smaller.
Wait.
Nice.
Can I, out of curiosity, I'm not sure if this is a roll or if this is even possible. Rupert can't read. So am I tipped off that something's wrong, that we're communicating via
I
text?
typed R U good.
GUD.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's classic Rupert.
Is
Okay.
Rupert not able to read? When was that said?
He's bad at reading.
Got it.
I mean, if you're doing blue-collar crimes, you gotta at least be able to read.
You've been doing blue collar crime.
I stole 7 corns yesterday, guys. I'm doing pretty good.
Holy fuck.
Anyway, do they respond quickly?
We respond, got him.
Oh, excellent. That means we're basically done here. I think it's time for us to leave. So I'm gonna try to, with the power tools, the various construction stuff, and my high vis vest, I'd like to try and MacGyver a hang glider.
All right, that's gonna be a roll. Slime, can you roll for him? Because I'm busy typing some stuff.
Yes, I got you.
You're gonna have to be able to. You're gonna have to roll a 12, bud.
That's a 4.
How's the hang glider?
It looks like a hang glider.
All right. Okay, that sounds concerning.
It looks roughly like a hang glider did on TV.
You know what? I'm sure that'll work.
All right. Jack is getting a phone call. Jack, how are you handling that? I texted you who it is. Well, you saw that, but I'm telling chat that I have told the player who's calling him.
I look at my phone, silence it, and put it back in my pocket.
All right. And then Frida gets a call from who you just texted.
Okay.
What?
Frida messaged me saying I texted blank. It has to do with their
Oh.
secret.
Yep. Okay. Yeah.
So seeing that she takes a call, I will walk away a little bit and call that number back.
You get a busy signal.
What? In 2023?
Do I get a busy signal? I answer.
No, you answered the phone.
Okay. I gotta look over and go, Jack, the service over here is really good.
Well, while that happens, a voice that, only Mr. Overlord can hear right now goes, what do you mean triad involvement?
I find these little men in pantsuits, and they have got these guns, and they've got these tattoos, and they're clearly going back to triad.
Yeah, we don't give a fuck about the triad. Where's the briefcase? Do you have it?
Oh, they have one, but I don't think they have the one you're looking for.
Do you understand what will happen if we lose that briefcase?
Uh-huh.
Sorry, that's just not the response I was expecting. Do you have any leads? Do you have any idea where it is? Do you need resources, agents? What do you need?
We're circling back. I'll call you back. Don't worry.
All right, keep us posted.
I'll call you back. God, get off my case.
Shush. By the way, you're so cute when you're frustrated. Mwah. Ciao.
You hang up on him.
And he's just like, wait, what the fuck?
All right, Jack, you get another call back from the person we discussed.
I answer as I continue to walk down the street slowly, kind of like I'm casing the joint.
Are you with Frida? What's going on? What's going on with this triad stuff? What do you mean you don't have the briefcase? What's happening?
And I'm like, yes, I'm with Frida. What triads?
The triads that they apparently murdered? What is happening?
Who's they?
That they is Frida. Have you not talked to them?
You're talking to Frida?
Yes! You were sent there to aid Frida. Where's the case?
You told me that Frida didn't know I was helping her.
No, I know. The FBI agent's saying this to you.
I know, and I'm saying this to the FBI agent.
Okay. Just making sure.
Oh, now we know.
Can I hear my name?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I mean, depends on how close Salsa is to you right now. I leave that up to Salsa.
Well, like I said, I'm still walking down the street casing the joint.
Okay, so can Frida hear you?
I don't know, can she? That sounds like a test.
All right. Josh, roll. 5? Okay, yeah, you hear that you're being talked about.
I'm supposed to be here to help Frida.
To be clear, we're still by the car that with the punctured tire. We're not, back yet to the other place, right?
Correct. You're still in the alleyway.
I'm going to reach in and lay on the horn of our new nice yellow car.
Okay. Jack, how do you respond to that?
Hurriedly.
I don't know. I don't think the phone conversation went anywhere yet.
Yeah, okay. So, Frida's honking at you and you're, waving her off.
Well, did he say anything to me saying you never told me she knew about me?
Okay, yeah. No, I was just seeing how you're responding to Josh's actions.
Okay, I just didn't know where that was at in the timeline.
You know we can't put agents' names in dead drops. What, do you want to get them killed, man? This is Field Operating Procedure 101. Find Agent Frida, get her alone somehow, describe the mission, and get the goddamn case. Their last phone call was very concerning. Listen, they're a great chemist. They're kind of a wild card agent. We really need you to get a rein on the situation and keep them on track.
All right, so what happened? I'm holding up my hand to Freda still while she's probably still honking. And I'm like, all right, so far we killed 3 people. Them being triads, didn't know that. We thought they had the briefcase because we saw them fleeing the scene with it. Turns out it was just their overnight case. So now we don't know where the briefcase is.
Well, thank God you at least provide details of what's going on the ground. Okay, where are the other 2 you were with?
Fuck if I know.
All right. Well, Frida said something about circling back. Maybe you guys can find him. If you need resources from us, we're a call away. Good luck.
Can you?
Well,
Did you put a tracker on this case?
No, we've never had the case. We needed you to get the case.
Got it. And then I just hang up.
Okay. All right, so you and Frida, what do you say to each other here?
I just wait for him to get into the car so we can circle back.
So as we both like awkwardly sit down in the car, and I'm like, well, I guess we both know who we work for now.
No.
No.
Don.
Necessarily.
I look at you with a pointed expression and go, Don.
Yeah, Don Lex.
Yes.
All right.
He apparently wasn't happy with your conversation, and he had to call me to see what you meant.
Well, don't worry about Badger. He's just nosing around. Middle management is a bit hysterical, if you ask me. So Badger just needs to bugger off. We'll figure it out.
All right. You start to circle back in a very friendly Uber.
Wait, what?
No, well, I'm transitioning. In a very friendly Uber, Slime is listening to some Kesha from early 2000s. Reminiscing.
Why am I listening to Kesha?
It's what the Uber driver had on. Are you going to tell? I thought you were trying to be nice and not cause a stink. Are you going to put a gun to his head and make him change it? This is his favorite song.
Yo, chill! Well, lean forward and be like, sorry, sir, do you have anything in Johnny Cash?
No.
All right, I'll roll with
Who
that.
listens to Johnny Cash anymore, my guy?
I'm gonna lean back and be like, I fucking hate Florida.
Jesus Christ, next thing you're gonna want me to put on Frank for like fucking Sinatra.
All right. So you get
I'm pretty
to...
sure those are two very different time periods.
Yeah.
So let me know
and
if
next time he's gonna want Elvis.
Yeah,
get-
I guess just let me know when I get to the docks. Or
Yeah,
anything like
I'm
that.
doing that right now. So you get to the
okay.
docks.
Oh, cool. I'm gonna get out and get on find a one-person boat, like one that could be piloted by one person.
Okay.
I'm gonna hijack it.
I thought you meant like a fucking kayak, and I'm like, what are we doing?
I mean, just like
Like
one.
a speedboat.
He's gonna run
one
away
that
with
doesn't
all the money.
require a crew.
All right, yeah. Okay.
He's technically not running away with any money.
Bor
Rupert's
has
got
all
the
the money.
Bill's got the suitcase.
He's got
Oh,
the
okay.
MacGuffin.
Do you
Yeah.
want me to roll for that? find
Yes,
one,
yes,
or-
please, yes, please.
All right, here we go. Hiya! That is a 4.
All right. You find a boat, the boat from Jaws. You know that we're gonna need a bigger boat, that size boat.
Yeah.
Perfect. You know,
Exactly what I want.
It's fine. It does have 3 civilians on it, and they're currently like loading up to go out to sea.
Hey, I'm gonna walk up to them and be like, "Good evening" or "Good morning." What time of day is it again?
It's the morning.
It's evening morning.
Good morning, gentlemen.
The mafia doesn't do anything in the
All right.
morning.
The 3 fishermen look up at you.
Morning. If possible, I'm hoping I can get a ride on your boat, just to ride with you. I'll pay you $100.
Ride to where, you western-looking fuck?
Nowhere. Just literally just going out with you and then coming back in with you. I'm just curious how fishing works.
Fucking Florida.
You think we're just gonna let you on our boat? Let you
Like I
sail
said.
out to the sea with us? Let us see the mermaids together for $100 fucking dollars.
Yeah.
I'll let you on here for $0 if you bring a story to story time. When we gather round and eat the cold beans, when you bring us some entertainment, some light, then I'll let you on me fucking
really
boat.
bad sunburn here in Florida.
Yeah, sure. Y'all seem like good folks, so sure.
Welcome aboard, son.
Great to have you.
And you hop on board with the 3 weird
Oh, yeah. Thanks for having me.
Irishmen.
I'm just gonna get on board with the 3 weird fishermen Irishmen in Florida.
Yep. All right, back
It's
up
Florida.
to MacGyver. So you have a
It's
TV looking ass hang glider.
Yep. All right. First off, I'm assuming it's been a little while, and Bill hasn't responded, right?
Bill has not responded, and it's been enough time that you've noticed.
Okay, I'm gonna message the group chat. Think Bill in trouble, but spelled badly.
TRUB
Yeah.
UBBLE. Trouble.
And then my family's been around for. I'd like to put out in like a general message to my contacts to be on the lookout for a well-dressed cowboy.
All right.
There's the group picture we took as we were I took of us when we were in the bar, and I'm like, cowboy guy.
So what is well dressed in Florida?
Clothes.
Still having a shirt on.
Cowboys.
Is it just
Fair
him
enough.
with a shirt on?
Yeah.
Well, he's got a shirt on that has a spot for the bolo necktie, so it's got to be a button-up.
Okay. With the sleeves cut off, though.
I rolled
Probably,
a
yeah.
6 for your contacts. So
Yeah.
you get 1 response right now from the bartender, who provided you with your armaments. No one asked me who the bartender was, but he was your,
Your guy.
supply. And he says Bill took an Uber 20 minutes ago. Because 20 minutes have passed because you built an entire MacGuffin in that time, your hang glider, right? So it's been a bit.
Yeah.
And then, flipping back to Slime real quick,
Yeah.
you're
Actually, can I spend my sunglasses to get on this ferry? To get on this boat?
Sure. Yes.
So
okay. I know how to do
The ability
this.
of the sunglasses is me getting on this boat is obscure to the rest of the party.
Yes,
right?
and I
There's
know
no
how
way
to.
for them to find that out.
Yep. I know how to spin this for you. So use your sunglasses to get on the ferry. So one of the crewmen wasn't on the deck when you came on. So only 2 out of 3 people know that you're here. The third one, while you're helping them load up, you see the third one who you've never talked to pull out his phone, and you see your picture on it. But he hasn't seen you yet. So you stew on that for a moment.
Okay.
But
Okay,
so
I guess I'll stew on that for a moment.
Yep. So only Rupert. Yeah, Rupert's only response so far is from the bartender saying he got in an Uber. Doesn't know where the Uber's going.
Did he mention anything about the briefcase?
You didn't say anything about the briefcase, so no, he did not.
You
okay.
just said, "Hey, look out for this guy. We think he might be in trouble."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Assuming at this point that we're back at the place, right?
You're getting there, but not there just yet.
I'll keep them informed via group chat, and then I'm gonna try and contact Don Lex's IT department to see if they got any people at Uber who can track who's doing what.
Yeah. I was just going to say that with my Harvard degree, I was just going to literally hack the Texans Uber account, which password is probably password 123.
All right.
No, it's password 12 yeehaw.
So while you wait for
Do you think he
my,
can spell password?
My password is actually Ring of Fire.
Johnny Cash. All right.
Also his
Or something.
So while you wait for a response from the IT department said we'll look into it, and they're typing away. Back to the car. The car is most of the way back to the apartment building, and you're getting all these worrisome texts. Who's driving?
Technically, I was.
Okay, so then Jack is probably reading the texts.
Which are these the texts from the rest of the group in the group chat?
Yeah. So you know that Bill is texting about... No, wait. Damn it. Rupert is texting about Bill being missing and then heard from the bartender that Bill left in an Uber.
All right. I call the phone number back.
Okay, so you're... Oh, yep, that one. Gotcha. Hello? Yeah, what do you need?
Hey, somebody left my current position here about 10 minutes ago in an Uber. Any chance you could figure out where he went?
Texan-looking guy, white mustache?
It's not a.
It's gotta be him.
Big Sam Elliott mustache. I mean, it's
That's true. I just meant the shape, not necessarily.
Yeah, he was, yeah, he was in my Uber a bit ago, wanted me to turn off Kesha. I told him to fuck off.
It's a white-shaped mustache.
All right.
I'm sorry, what did the phone say?
Yeah, he was in my Uber a bit ago. He told me to turn off my Kesha.
Why are you driving Uber?
I gotta have a cover, man.
What?
Okay, well, where'd you drop
He
him?
is the guy? That's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Where'd I drop him?
That's an insane fucking coincidence. All
It's
right.
either... Hold on. I either dropped him at the convention center, the harbor, or a gas station. I get a lot of fares, and I'm managing more than one operation right now. I'm not just babysitting you over here. I got shit to do.
Sir, can you please change off of Kesha? It's still going.
Hey,
I don't know any Kesha songs, so I can't even like make a joke or reference out of this.
Jack, tell Badger to turn the Kesha down. Turn the Kesha down. You can barely understand him.
Fuck all you guys. It's my Kesha. I do what I want.
The phone just turns into unintelligible rage garble at this point.
Badger, where did you fucking drop him, or I swear to God I'll blow your head off when I meet up with you again.
I told you either the convention center, the harbor, or the gas station. I don't remember. I don't remember. We are who we are.
Alright, well, and with that I hang up with him. I'm like, I'm willing to bet he's most likely at the harbor. That's where anybody goes when they're, trying to flee something. They don't go to the gas station.
All right. You at this point, assuming we're parked, like getting back towards where the original place was, I'll say, go ahead, take a car, head that way. I'll meet you there. I'll look around here, see if there's any clues.
All right. So you hop out at the apartment building.
Yep.
Okay. Back over to the boat.
Yeah.
The boat is now leaving the harbor. You guys are in the water.
Perfect.
Yep, but you still know
once we
one
get
of the crewmen
further
got a text with your face on it, and the text was like, "If you see this man, let me know."
Yeah, I'm gonna walk up to him and be like, "Howdy, friend."
As
Can't
soon,
help but notice
when he
phone
sees
there.
you, he like, so he's uncomfortable.
Well, may I see your phone real quick?
Can you roll like a intimidation style?
Yeah, sure. Hey, yeah. Oh shit, 6.
Okay, yeah. He sees that you're strapped and you're just like a built fucking guy.
Yeah, I'm huge.
Yeah, he's like, and he like shaking hand hands you the phone and like puts his hands up in front of his chest, like I'm not doing anything, like that kind of thing.
You're fine, friend. Don't worry. Listen, I'll be frank with you. All right, I'm doing something that is a little risky. I appreciate you helping me out with this. Now let's keep this between us. Let's not try and cause chaos on the ship. You know how that can go. Now,
Don't
boarded
rock
that
the boat.
Don't rock the boat, so to speak. So just give me a little bit longer. You'll be fine. I promise I won't hurt you. And besides, it looks like this thing's just saying, hey, check to make sure that this guy's all right. Well, look at me. I feel like I'm all right.
You look all right. Yeah, you look totally fine.
Yeah. Now, I'll pay you back for this, I promise. And I'm just going to throw the phone into the ocean. Just right into the water.
He gives it like a parting glance and then just kind of like nods and gets back to getting the netting back in its case where it's supposed to be. And like his hands are shaking pretty bad, but like he's keeping his mouth shut. He's going back to his job.
You're doing great. Thanks, bud. And I'm going to tip my hat at him and then sit back down.
And then a revolver barrel enters the back of his neck. I mean, what?
Right. What?
Wow,
No,
you
and then
stabbed it straight
And
through.
I'm keeping an iron grip on that fucking suitcase.
Okay. Over to the 11th floor. So your contacts are all coming back in saying we haven't heard of him. The Uber, your contacts from Dawn are saying, I mean, we have guys in Uber, but none of them have picked up Bill because they know who Bill is. Bill's worked with them forever, you know. So they're like, none of them have picked up Bill, but there's a lot of clean Uber drivers in this city, man. We got nothing. So the only contact you have that had anything was the bartender telling you he left.
Ah, dang. Well, guess I better report into the boss.
Okay. You calling Don?
Yeah, I'll give Don a call.
Hey, what's the word?
Hey, boss. We still on for Olive Garden?
Of course. It's infinite breadsticks. It's
I
infinite.
want that burger. Yeah.
Infinite
Yeah.
fucking breadsticks, baby!
Hey, boss, I will say we seem to have a bit of an issue. Plus side, I still got the money right here. Bad news, we never saw the guys or the briefcase. Bill is missing. I don't know anything about that thing you asked me about. It's a real shit show, but technically we haven't lost anything. So, honestly, pretty on neutral ground right now.
We are on neutral ground. I swear to God, if you're playing policeman again, did you find a policeman costume? Are you directing traffic again?
No, I'm in a high-vis vest, and I just built a hang glider.
We have talked about this several times.
No, this time it'll work. I swear. I'm much better at the hang gliders now.
Please don't jump off the building. Please. Like,
How am I gonna get to Olive Garden in time if I don't take the hang glider?
Do
How are
a
you gonna
backflip.
Dude, Olive Garden was set for dinner. It's currently 9 in the morning.
it's very far away. Okay. Well, I guess you're right. You got the money. I would really like that briefcase, though. Where are the other two? You said you lost Bill. Where are the other two?
They're responding via text. You could probably just message them. I think I think one of them still has their GPS on. I don't really know how to work the app though.
Rupert, Bobby, I love you. You know I love you. But
Yeah,
if I send you on a mission, I don't want to do the mission for you. Can you please find your two associates, make them make hang gliders, and figure this out for me?
Yeah. I'll go call Tommy at IT.
Okay. Thank you.
I just saw you'd want an update.
I love updates, and that's why you're the best agent. Don't tell the other three, because they'll get all jealous.
Yeah, I know, man.
And for the love of God, learn to read. I'll pay for night school.
I'm getting better.
All right.
At least it's auto-correcting to words I can read now.
Your brothers would be so proud of you.
Yeah, I always was the brightest of us.
You're so good at blue-collar
God.
crimes.
You were the brightest of them?
To be fair, Rupert's actually pretty smart. He just sucks at reading.
Yeah, he's cunning. He's cunning. He would have low intelligence, but like high cunning.
Various
Difference
stat blocks on
between
use
int
here.
and whiz.
Yeah. All right. So you hang up with Don. And are you staying on the 11th floor? Are you taking the hang glider? Are you going downstairs? What's your like?
Yeah, I gotta call Tommy at IT.
All right, let's do that then, quick before we go over to Josh. Okay, you call Tommy at IT. He says, "Hey,
Hey, Tommy. You know that like group GPS thing that's on our phones that's supposed to help us like keep track of each other?
yeah."
Oh my
Yeah.
god, this guy's energy.
Man, have you had too many coffees today?
Yeah.
You really need to lay off that caffeine. You know the doctor's been saying that your heart rate's kind of fucked, man. It runs in your family. You gotta really calm down.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Anyway, yeah, can you help me get this app working? I need to know where the other two are.
Yeah. Your phone all of a sudden shifts to a Google Maps thing, and one red dot is moving away from you on the road, and one red dot is moving towards you, towards the lobby of the apartment, and it's like right underneath you.
All right. They've split up, I guess.
Is there a third red dot
No.
also in the middle of the road or no?
No, the phone was destroyed.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if it got what destroyed means, like if it got stomped on.
Bill with his nice fancy boots.
I stomped the shit out of that
He
fucking
spurred
phone.
them.
He spurred
I
them. Yeah, so there's 2 dots. One right
Go jingle, jingle, jingle
next to you, and the
for a
man's going
reason.
away.
All right, so they're pretty close by.
Yeah. Andrew hasn't gotten that
shit.
far away yet.
I don't have a good reason to use this. Actually, hold on. If Andrew's already driving away, then maybe we can just tag team this hang glider. I'll send the message to them on the 11th floor. I'm gonna improve the hang glider so 2 people can use it.
All right, I'll roll for you. Come on, high. 4. All right, it's better than it was. It's improving. It's improving. It's almost to store-bought quality. All right, down on the first floor, Frida now gets a text saying, I'm on the 11th from Rupert.
I'm in the process of asking the bartender for specifics about seeing Bill leave. Like, was he at gunpoint? Was he distressed? What did he look like? Was he roughed up?
Well, if I remember correctly, William, also called Bill, left at approximately 9:03. Checked his spurs, checked the left one, then the right one, then the left one again. Stopped checking his spurs. Checked the left one again as though he forgot if he had already checked them. Then he nodded to himself self-assuredly they were in fact clean. Then he looked at his phone. He adjusted his bolo. Looked at his phone one more time, dropped it on the ground, stomped it into nothing. Absolutely nothing. Got into the Uber, smiled to himself, and left. I thought he was complaining about Kesha. I saw it on his lips.
He smiled to himself and immediately frowned.
Hold on. Quick
The
lore
bartender
question.
mentioned nothing about the briefcase.
Are we sure Rupert knows he's on the 11th floor?
Yeah, he does know that. Because here's the thing, he's not stupid. He's bad at spelling.
Okay.
So he can read numbers, but he can't read words.
No, he knows he had to go to the 10th floor and went one above that.
To Josh's point, the bartender would notice that, so he's like, he had a briefcase you guys didn't have when you were here having your regular 8:30 a.m. whiskeys.
I deeply inhale and kind of purse my lips, nod a bit, and I turn around and I walk out. And I'm going to call Badger.
Okay. No, I will not turn Kesha down. Shut the fuck up. What is it?
Badger.
Yeah.
Badger.
Yeah.
I need you to do some digging. Do you have any file on Bill?
I don't have a file, dude. I'm in a Prius.
I don't have any files. I'm
you
in a
understand?
Prius.
You're the one who asked me if I understood the stakes.
That's
Roll
the
over.
best line that's ever been said during this session.
All right.
It'd be better if this side thing was straight up a filing cabinet.
He's just got a
I don't
filing
have any
cabinet.
files. I'm in a Prius.
All right. So he puts you on speakerphone, starts scrolling through his phone. You hear in the background, "Get out." Yeah, I know. Get out. Shoo. All right. What are we looking for?
Anything you got on Bill? I think we may be compromised.
I find that funny coming from you, but yeah, all right. Bill. I got nothing. I know he's real good at killing. I know everything about him in this organization since he joined, but before that, it's a black box. We don't exactly have a ton of intelligence on ranches in the middle of fucking nowhere. Guy's like a hero, for God's sake. He was a Boy Scout before he joined crime, and I think he just did that to put food on the table. He doesn't seem particularly malicious or evil.
Huh. Well then, I suppose we'll have no issues with this cowboy, this Scoot.
This cowboy.
Getting a little French there.
We should have no problems with this cowboy.
Why does that make you sound more evil?
It seems that he is just some sort of Cub Scout.
He's a good boy. He will come home when called. All right.
We should have no problems with the cowboy.
How long has Bill been working for Don?
2 years-ish.
Yeah, about to say a couple years.
The
Okay.
longest tenure here is Rupert.
Yeah, I'll dial up Rupert then.
All right. Bring, 11th floor.
Hey, I'm almost done with the hang glider.
Why are you making hand glider?
Because we need to get places. Come on.
That's what there's motorcycles literally in the
No.
street. You can just
Listen,
grab
do you
them.
know
They're
how
free.
many car accidents happen every year, let alone in this city?
Hand gliding is the 10th most dangerous exercise.
Yeah. And we're damn good at what we do, and what we do is hang glide occasionally.
I can think of something that's more dangerous than hang gliding that we already are doing.
Is it making love?
Us doing crimes.
Doing crime.
Oh, okay.
Hey. Bill walked off with suitcase.
Oh. Thank God he didn't have the briefcase.
Oy.
That would be real awkward. I'd have to call the boss about
Rupert,
that.
we have to work on your vernaculars, all right? Trade synonyms. Anyways. So
What's a sentence?
I don't
So
know
we-
why
on the stand.
Bill would just jet on us. Do you think Dawn is betraying us?
Don. Okay, here's the thing about Don. Don, great guy, fantastic, love him. He always pays for Olive Garden. My entire family is dead, and they all worked for him, so I wouldn't put it past him. I do think he probably sold out my father years ago.
Dawn?
Yeah.
Huh.
He'd do it in a heartbeat. Guy's cold-blooded.
I always took him as like, uncle sort of folk. Uncle Lex. But
Yeah, that's
That's
the sort of persona he portrays. It really helps instill a sort of camaraderie among his people. It's what I try to do as well, so that we all work together in a nice, harmonious fashion. That's what the regular Olive Garden nights are about, the team building. But at the end of the day, we're killers.
yeah. I never put it past him to be more like uncle on my father's side instead of uncle on my mother's side. But that makes more sense. 'cause
Yeah.
he's Kingpin.
Yeah.
Anyways,
No,
I'm gonna give Don a call and let him know his lackeys got the suitcase in hand and there's no problem. We
all
should
right. You
probably
still
be
on for
heading
Olive
back.
Garden though?
Oh, sure. After the meetup, yes, of course.
Hell yeah. I'm gonna finish up this hang glider.
Yeah, go ahead. Hang glide all the way back. Is hang gliding back to base quicker? from here?
Yeah, it is.
I'll join you.
Oh, thank God, because if you didn't, I'd feel real silly about adding the second bar.
We hang glide back to.
All right, so you're going back to Don's?
Don.
Interesting. Do you call him?
On my way up to the 10th floor. I think I have time.
Okay, we'll finish that quick because it should be a quick conversation. Then we'll hop over to Andrew so we don't just keep jumping back and forth. So you call Don. Hey, how's it going? Hey, what's going on?
Oh, Bill has suitcase. I assume he's on the way.
I haven't received any calls from him, but that's good. That's good to hear. Good to hear. You guys finally found the briefcase. I always knew you could do it. You are my floor best.
Da. So, about that, Bill didn't give us any direction. He just left with suitcase. Is this problem for you?
That sounds a little suspicious. Rupert, you get a text while this phone call's happening that says, "I think it's Bill." From Don.
Okay.
I'll put some of my best men on that. Speaking of which, one of my best people. I need you to find Bill in case he doesn't show up back here. We really need that briefcase, and we can't put it past anybody that he may have switched sides.
Wait,
I mean-
there are sides? Are you talking Triad? You think Bill is Triad?
We never know. There's
Cowboy working for the Chinese triad is
That
fucking
honestly
hilarious.
just sounds like an anime.
Holy fuck!
Especially
definitely
with how you're in
sounds
like a
like-
full fucking suit.
It definitely sounds like a character from like Sleeping Dogs.
I would hate for this to turn into Kill Bill, but I did wear my jumpsuit.
That was good.
Yeah. All right, Frida, what was the last part of that sentence?
Oh my
I said I would hate for this to turn into Kill Bill, but I did wear my jumpsuit.
Ah. Well, I'll call you if Bill shows up around here, but otherwise on your end, maybe try and track him down. I know Rupert's been contacting some of my guys, and we haven't seen him, so I don't know. Let's get this figured out, guys. Get a little nervous.
All right,
little nervous.
Rupert, change of plan. Turn hang glider that way.
All right.
All right, this is as Frida arrives, they say that to you, and you start to turn it. But down in the car, we have Jack rolling up. Jack, where were you headed?
So as soon as Freda got out of the car, I would have been flooring it to the harbor because I have absolutely no idea any of this conversation is going on.
Okay, you get to the harbor. The harbor is huge. Like, I mean, it's a Florida prime harbor, and apparently a city that has enough population that gunshots are not uncommon. So there's boats as far as you can see to the left and to the right.
Do I see a cowboy hat?
No.
I take out my cigarette. Do I see a cowboy hat?
Okay, so you're using your cigarette?
Yes.
How
You
does
do,
that work if I'm literally not there?
you do not see a cowboy hat, but you do see spur marks
I was
going
about to say, does he see boot imprints?
going down the dock to a certain point where there is a vacancy where the boat Slime got on used to be, but it's gone.
So I'm going to walk up to it like I have just missed my taxi and then look around to see if anybody responds.
There's a guy on a giant, like, take an oil freighter and shrink it about 5 times, but it's still a big fucking boat. And he's looking down at you. You missed something!
Oh, why
I
is
swear
everyone
I
here
parked my boat
irate?
right here.
Arr! Thar be the 6-leaf clover.
What the fuck?
She be a crabbing vessel. Not very smart in Florida, but you can't tell those Irishmen anything. It's all crabs this and crabs that.
Did you hear what I said, old man? I said that was my boat. Where did it go?
Well, then the Irishman took it. Classic Irishman.
Where did it go?
I don't know. That way.
I,
He points at the horizon. Like,
So I walk onto his boat without asking.
all right, you climb up a giant ladder, but you eventually get up there. The Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater music plays for a bit while you climb.
Excellent, love it.
When you get
Is
to the
there
top,
anybody else?
when you get to the
Can I
top, he's still standing where he was, like boot up on the rail, body positioned like he's looking down where you used to be, but now his head is just turned 75 degrees towards you. Your question was,
What?
you were starting to ask something and I interrupted you.
Yeah. Do I see anybody else on the ship?
Oh, there's like 20 guys running around. It's a big ass ship.
Okay. So I walk to him without hesitation, and as soon as I get within like arm's length of him, I pull out my Desert Eagle, put it under his chin, and I ask him again, where did the boat go?
Again, this is a man that I cannot help but imagine looks like Ned Flanders.
Oh, I was picturing like the guy from American Dad with like 2 peg legs and 2 peg arms.
No, I meant Jack.
Jack.
Oh, yeah.
That's Family Guy.
So, Ah, I can put out a call. Now flipping over to Slime on the 6-leaf clover.
Yeah, have we gotten a good distance out into the ocean?
Yeah, and these guys have caught a lot of snow. Is it snowshoe crab or something? The Alaskan.
Shouldn't fucking be there.
The Alaskan crab.
Yeah, sure.
They're just all dead from some current going the wrong way,
They
drifting into their nets.
they catch a lot of crab
Fucking global warming.
as they're
Just
going
some
along.
crab.
But yeah, you can't even see land anymore, Slime.
It's just all crab.
Cool. I'm going to try and stealthily just drop that briefcase right in the water.
Oh my god. Okay. Can you roll me 2 d6s? One for that and then one for my own thing.
Sure. Hiya! That's a 6, all right? And for
No
your
one
own
noticed
thing,
you dropped the briefcase.
That's another 6. Oh my god.
All right.
All right.
You drop the briefcase and then you hear the captain of the 6-leaf clover. What do you want, Seamus? Yeah. We're on our usual crabbing routes. And you said we'd never find any crabs. Today's been the best, crabbiest day of my life. I've said this 4 times in my life before, but only once did I mean it positively. I've got crabs, you son of a bitch. I got them up to my ears.
Oh god, that spread so far.
I wish I had a story point right now, but totally different game.
So, do I see the briefcase just sink into the briny deep?
It's gone, and I'm so concerned.
Right into the crab nets.
Better fucking not be. I will have to kill everyone here.
All right. Yeah, you dropped the briefcase in the water. Okay. What do you do? Yeah, what do you do now?
Just gonna sit back down and wait till we get back to land.
All right.
Job done. Gonna sit back, cross my legs,
All right.
and start whistling a tune.
So quick pop back over to Andrew. The captain gets off the thing and goes, they're about 35 degrees south. Wait, Florida. Okay, southeast. I'll take you roughly there now. We'll see if we can spot them. And the larger boat leaves harbor.
Hold on, why are you just making decisions for me like that?
Well, you asked him where they were. I assumed is what you wanted.
I didn't ask him to take me.
Okay, well, yes. Then he tells you that. Sorry.
All right. So I make note. I put a pin in the ocean on my Google Maps.
Oh, okay. I'm Google. I thought you just dropped a pin over the side. I'm like, what the fuck is that gonna do? Anyway, never mind.
And then I look over the edge of his ship and look for like a cigar boat.
Help me out.
You're gonna go after him also in a tiny boat?
It's a large but fast like speedboat
Gotcha.
that can handle the ocean.
Give me a roll.
He wants a fast.
A 3.
You don't find that. You do find a jet ski. That's probably the fastest thing you've got here. Looking around, if you want something more boat-like and more stable, you're gonna have to sacrifice a bit of speed, but you do find a couple other, like, normal fishing boats with decent motors on them, but unfortunately nothing too schmitzy.
So before I jump off of his ship, I ask him, about how far out do you think they are?
Approximately 75 knot hours, which in land terms is about an hour and a half away.
Yeah, I get in one of the speedier looking fishing boats.
All right.
One of like the hobbyman boats, not the commercial boats.
Gotcha. For ease of access and also your violent demeanor, I'm just going to say that no one was around or they aren't around anymore. And you head off. Up to the paraglider duo. Where's the paraglider heading?
It is heading to the roof of the building that had the GPS marking from the Triad guys.
Oh, like their headquarters.
I thought you guys were heading to your headquarters.
Yeah, Triad Inc.
Okay, so you're going to the Triad's headquarters. I have no idea what you're doing there, but okay. Can you both give me D6s to see if the fucking paraglider holds up?
I know. Can you? It's you.
Yeah.
For me.
Yeah, all right.
3.
Not great. 6. Okay, so halfway there, this thing's been holding up okay. And then the 3 kicks in, and a couple of the pipes come loose, and Frida is dangling off, but Rupert with the 6 grabs the pipe, shoves it back into place, like spits in his hand, and like uses that to like get it real in there good, and then gives a good thumbs up. And so it kind of came apart and then slapped back together midair. And you guys are coming in, and there are like 3 guys on the roof of this building that see you coming. You're getting shot at.
Shot at?
You're getting shot
Middle
at.
of the city for paragliding?
Straight at their building.
You're in their airspace.
They're triads, Chinese, right?
Yeah.
I'd like to call it to Wei Ping, be like, hey, man, calm the fuck down, we're here to talk. Some shit's been happening in the city.
All right. I rolled a 6 and a 1. So as you guys land, and I'm not actually saying these words, but whatever you say as you come off of the paraglider, Frida's going to be like, wow, that was very scary, eh? Or whatever. And Rupert's going to be like, yeah, scary. As you got hit in the joint between your left leg and your torso.
Ooh.
So,
God damn it. They always shoot first. Never. This is why nobody likes them. Don't
Well,
have any tact.
I'm coming up guns blazing if they didn't respond to his.
They
like,
stopped shooting when he called out, but they had already nicked him.
Yeah. They're like, oh, fuck, it's Rupert.
Yeah.
Hold on, does Rupert just speak fluent Chinese, like Mandarin?
I rolled with it that you were probably just saying English in a very racist accent, but they're used to you by now.
No, I love the idea that he's like he's polylingual, but he just sucks at reading.
All right, I accept that. Yeah, you're polylingual, man of the streets. So
You just can't read English, but you can read Chinese.
two out of the 3 come up and start doing first aid as best they can, and the third one kind of looks at Frida and like gives the like, you know, waves downwards, just like yeah, put him away. And then
I didn't have my guns up. If they weren't actively shooting us when we landed, I actually have my phone up.
Gotcha. Well, then they're gonna try to talk to Rupert. They're ignoring you entirely. So what are you doing with your phone, real quick?
Oh, I pulled up my OnlyFans page so that there's like 6,000 followers watching. Like, I'm totally body camming the situation.
Okay. All right. So then they're talking to Rupert. What are you doing here? Why are you paragliding in with guns and shit?
Oh, man, you know we always go around strapped. It's this fucking city.
It is this fucking city. What are you, a construction worker? What is this? You just get off with your job at the Gigolo factory? What is this?
I mean, no, that's Saturdays. You know, you fucking visit there. Come on.
I know, and you're the best goddamn construction worker I've ever seen on that pole.
Right? I throw off the jacket.
What the fuck is Rupert? Oh my god.
Rupert has class.
His family did
By
like
the,
every
Chinese
fucking
guy.
crime.
Having the accent he has.
You should have seen him earlier, spit in his hand. Oof, got me hot. And then he worked that pole. Oh, cut me
no.
right off of the cliff, so to speak.
Oh god. All right. Well, he
And
gets.
I'm just gonna ask them if they like what's their guys doing. There's like some shit going down. Like he's out on a job, something about a briefcase. Rupert doesn't know what the fuck's happening, but there is a big hubbub all over town.
Yeah, your Bill guy, he is out of line.
Yeah. Also, we're missing a goddamn like cowboy. Like it was cowboy MIA.
Yeah, your cowboy, the one that was working with us, he's totally MIA. Do you have tracker with your cowboy?
Are you talking to Rupert or the Triad?
Triad.
Okay. We don't have a cowboy. We lost 3 guys this morning. That
Insight check on the whole cowboy thing.
Checking the validity of that sentence.
Yeah, are they genuinely perplexed?
No matter what you roll, yes, they're very perplexed. They're like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Like, who do you lose? What happened?
We lost 3 men. They were on a briefcase job, similar to what you're talking about. Lost the briefcase. We found their car and their bodies this morning. They were all shot in various places.
Oh no!
So, just let me
were the
get
guys
this.
on Shin's laundry run?
Yes, they say very suspiciously. All right, what slime? You wanted something straight?
That's the only briefcase job I know that they do.
I thought you said you let me get this straight.
Oh yeah.
Never
Me?
mind. Yeah, I thought I heard
didn't
it.
say anything.
Okay, never mind. Okay. Yeah, they suspiciously look at you and they're like, yeah, laundry.
Anyway, you want shtick? And I pull out a bag of drugs.
Not now.
Come on, Frida. Wait, is that their stuff? They're usually the ones who push around here. Is that theirs?
No, it's a synthetic blend I made, and I'm gonna
you're a
I'm gonna do
dealer?
a little bit just to take the edge off. Yeah, it's very good.
I don't partake, but it's a skilled craft. It takes a lot of work. I appreciate it. No, that's good.
Now I'm rubbing off on you. I love the way Russian sounds in that mouth, Rupert.
Ah. I don't know how to respond to that.
Yeah, the Triad just looks at like Frida really strangely.
Like,
Let's see how their medicine skills are doing. 5, pretty good, pretty good. So you took a bad hit, but they're good doctors in a pinch. So you're up and moving. You got a little bit of a limp, but you're mobile. You're not bleeding out or anything.
It was a little grazed, so they just put a little Band-Aid on it.
Yeah. And
All right.
I'll
text Don that the triads know nothing.
I'll probably text Badger at the same time and be like, well, Triad doesn't have briefcase.
Badger texts you back saying Kesha slaps, and good to know, I guess. Where's Jack?
We can check our GPS. I don't think he turned his off, so.
Yeah, I drop a pin for him.
All right. Jack is in the ocean, increasingly moving away. And Don texts back going, huh. I mean, I'm just going to use my voice because it's a text. Huh, good to know. Maybe they found something. Don't know how they would. This has all been very hush-hush. Find Bill?
It's just, yeah, got it.
Is this in the group chat?
And then it's attempted. No, it's me directly to Don.
And then it's attempted what?
It's an attempt at like a thumbs up like emoji trying to do a thing, but it doesn't work.
All right.
You actually send him the middle finger emoji.
No, it's just a failed like emoji send. It's just some characters that don't make anything.
There you go. All right, so I know what you two are doing. What's your next move? Back on the paraglider and go to meet Andrew as best you can?
Yeah, we have to head to the docks to catch up with Jack anyway. Maybe can we just like bum a ride off of the triads? Like, we...
All right, roll for persuasion, which I'm doing. That is a 2.
I would like to share my whiskey with them.
All right.
Oh.
Going to use
Higher
my
roll, higher roll.
sunglasses to disappear.
It's somehow a 1. You try and share your whiskey with them, and they're like, even more no.
They're like, ew.
To be fair, I did have it in my pocket, and it was just a glass, so it's just this,
They're the only dry triads out there.
Hey, we prefer like soju and stuff.
No, we only do.
I think that's Korean, actually.
They're like, no, we only do like hard drugs. Alcohol isn't our thing.
No, is that whiskey? Sorry, I prefer cocaine. Thank you.
Yeah, basically.
And
I'm like, oh no, it's there.
Frida,
Weirdly snobbish about
Frida Ninja vanished. Frida, where are you heading?
Off the face of the earth.
Oh, so into the ocean somehow?
Right into the sky, never to be seen again.
I don't know what to do with that.
I head north.
Oh, north. Okay. All right. Let's go to Slime. So Slime, you see a boat coming. This is like, since you kicked your feet up and left the thing behind, it's been about an hour.
Cool.
It's been a while.
I see a boat.
There's
Like
a boat. There's a boat coming.
Or a jet ski.
He didn't go with the jet ski. He went with a boat.
Oh, okay, my bad.
So there's a boat coming.
I'm just gonna keep my revolver ready, but otherwise I'm just gonna chill out.
All right. Well, fast forward like 15 minutes until the boat comes closer, because the 6-leaf clover captain sees it and hails it, and Andrew just keeps coming, so then he doesn't think anything of it. Like, this isn't suspicious yet. He just thinks he's getting news or something. So, Andrew, you arrive at the 6-leaf clover. You don't see Bill yet. You just see a boat with 2 or 3 Irishmen. One of them looks a little fidgety, but that's whatever. And they are... Behind them is a mountain of crabs that's making the boat tilt. Like, that's a lot of crabs. The crabs are still alive. They're like clacking around. Several of them are just running around the deck wild. And the Irishmen are beaming. And they're like, oh, what can we do you for, friend?
So, I actually didn't want to get that close.
Okay, then what do you do? Sorry.
So once I get to
you're off.
What?
You're a ways off still.
Okay. So I was just going to say, when I get to about 50 yards... No, I'm sorry. When I get to about 100 yards, I'm going to take a pot shot at the cabin.
Okay.
Oh, just immediately opening fire. No questions asked.
Let me roll to find out what they do. 1 and 2 is option 1. 3 and 4 is option 2. And 5 and 6. Actually, I don't need to keep that secret. 1 and 2 is they're going to try and run away. 3 and 4 is they surrender. 5 and 6 is they fire back. 1. All right, the boat engine motors to life, and they start to try and turn away from you and go just as far.
And put the mountain of crabs between the shooter and them. That makes sense.
Yeah. So they're
just throw crabs at them.
They're running now.
All right. So I put the thrusters at max, and I chase them.
All right. You are gaining ground because you have a slightly faster boat, and their boat is very weighed down at this point.
Do you keep shooting? Like, is that like a thing?
I don't keep shooting unless I see Bill.
Okay. Bill,
surprised you shot in the first place.
Bill, there was a gunshot,
yeah,
and now your boat's fleeing. What are you doing here?
I'm gonna put my my hat down over my eyes and lean back.
I swear to God. All right. So this boat's catching up slowly. You're doing that, but it's slowly because you're both going the same direction. Meanwhile, Frida's going north. Rupert, you got shot once, but you're feeling all right. You're feeling limber. What are you doing?
Frida
I guess disappeared.
Not giving me a ride. I'm gonna call an Uber back to Don King's place real quick. Don Lex's.
I don't know if this could be like an actual advertisement for Uber anymore. It's like Uber, chosen transportation for all gangsters.
Yeah. All right. So you get an Uber. You're going back to Don Lex's. Strat. I have no idea what the F is happening. Here's money. Thanks for the $10, Strat. We'll do more Warhammer stuff tomorrow. I promise. Okay. Frida, any details on going north? Like, are you leaving like the city?
Specifically, I want to use the sunglasses to obfuscate all details. I vanish.
Okay, yeah, but
I'm heading north at out of the city.
Okay, so you're gone from the plot for now.
Yep.
Got it. Okay.
That's what I wanted to do with my fucking glasses.
I
was like,
you
I just
had
wanna-
the plot.
I know. I understand why, but I was like, cool, I have everything I need. I'm going to use my sunglasses to just perfectly execute this.
take the MacGuffin and go.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
So
was like, oh, cool, I'll take those. I bet those will be useful later. Uses them later. Oh, it does basically nothing.
It literally stopped you from being caught.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's not the guy
kinda.
from telling.
But this person's
Rupert
able
Weaver.
to remove themselves from the entire plot.
Because I don't have the MacGuffin.
I know. Like I said, I get why. I'm
Yeah.
just like, that's what I was trying to do. Damn.
No,
Back
that
to
was
the
plot then.
back to the chase while Rupert is on his way to Don Lex's. At this point, Andrew's closed in pretty well. Jack has closed in. What?
Hold on a second. I'm sending you a message.
Okay.
You can do somebody else's thing for a while.
Okay.
Let's see what we're up to.
So I'm sleeping. Josh is gone. You get to Don Lex's, Mr. Rupert.
I'm not actually sleeping. I do have my gun on my hand on my pistol.
Yeah, you're chilling though. It's not like you're gonna build a hang glider to escape from here.
Yeah.
Yeah, you wouldn't get very far. You're not 10 to 11 stories up. You're sea level.
If anything, I'll just jump into the ocean and swim back to shore.
Yeah, maybe
That I
you'll be hit by a stray briefcase though, and
That I
knocked out.
can't even see.
Okay.
Anyway, yeah, I'm here to meet with Don Lex. Just get to him.
All right. You get to him. He's in his parlor. There are 13 or 14 armed guys around just having drinks. Being merry, but keeping their guns with them. Usual kingpin stuff.
They're married?
Aww.
Yeah.
Don gets up, greets you, gives you a hug.
I hand him the massive duffel bag of money.
He takes out a wad of about $100,000 and gives it back to you. And he's like,
Not what I was expecting.
For your efforts.
And then I show him the phone. I'm like, yeah, it seems they're out in the ocean. Can we borrow the helicopter? Do you have a helicopter?
Can we borrow the helicopter?
Is Florida. Anybody with anything has a fucking helicopter. I have a duocopter. Takes you to the rooftop. You see a helicopter, but it's longer. Take a helicopter, make it a limousine, and it has 2 rotors. But it's not a Chinook, because a Chinook is bulkier. This is just a stretched helicopter.
Oh boy.
The long copter.
Don Lex, Rupert, the pilot, and 2 guys with 1940s Tommy guns get into the helicopter. And they start heading for the pin. Meanwhile, at the pin, the boat has caught up to the 6-leaf clover. Bill, can you roll me a d6?
Yeah, sure. Hi-ya! 1.
All right, you see the boat coming. You're ready to go. Boat pulls up next to you, and inside the driver's cabin. Hold on.
The one
Inside the
time I
driver's
don't
cabin.
roll, above 3.
Yeah. Inside the driver's cabin, you see no one.
Yeah.
I aim at his knee and shoot.
Just to your left, Jack shoots your knee.
I'm gonna try and shoot him right in the face.
Okay. Can you roll me first for damage to the knee?
Me or him?
Slime.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Am I wanting to roll high or low here, I guess?
It's damage, so high is more damage to your knee.
Alright, come on.
That's 2. That's okay. That's not bad.
All right, so
It's not the lowest it could be, but that's low.
point blank range, your knee is shattered no matter what, but the damage roll was to see how in shock you are by it. You've been through multiple battles, you've been shot many times, so your first instinct to pain is reaction rather than stun. So your knee is so fucked that, like, the lower part of your leg isn't attached to your body. If you move, it's staying where it is.
Gotcha.
But you do turn and fire back.
Yeah, I am a quick draw guy, so.
Andrew, can you roll damage?
Can I attempt to knock his gun?
I'll factor that into the damage roll.
Okay. 4.
Okay. As he turns to shoot at you, you can't fully get out of the way. Between starting to move and knocking his gun, you get it from your forehead to your left eye. So your eye is blown out the side of your head, but the bullet goes past your nose, so it's an angle away from your brain. So you're,
I get you. Okay.
You're very much conscious. You just lost your eye. Now, at this point, I would get it back to Andrew's response. So you blew off Slime's lower leg, and he blew out your eye.
I almost blew off your head.
So the next one isn't going to be just maiming. The next one is going to be, like, since we're this close, I literally, like, put the barrel of my gun, like, right into his rib cage and then pull the trigger.
Also, Bill is before this, Bill is going to shout out, I was willing to talk.
Do you respond at all to the I'm willing to talk, or are you going to shoot him?
Jack doesn't say shit.
Okay.
Jack shit.
Damn, Jack.
Okay. Slime,
Yeah.
your roll is one of two things. Retribution or preservation. What are you rolling?
Oh, Jack, still preservation. Jack isn't the type to just go out guns blazing for no reason.
Okay.
Right? You know, like,
Yep.
or Bill isn't the type to do that. You know, Bill is just like, oh, I still want to live. Like,
Okay, sounds great. Then roll the d6 for damage.
come on, come on, come on, come on. All right, another 2. That's not bad.
2.
I would level 1. I would level 1.
Yep.
But a 2, I will take. I will take a 2.
At point blank range, the shot goes straight through your sternum, shattering the bones, and like...
What the fuck am I supposed to do about this?
You got shot point blank with the digital eagle. I don't know what you want from me.
I don't know. Maybe a bit more back and forth.
Yeah. I mean, the player decided to shoot you, and he also messaged me beforehand and said, I tried to sneak onto the boat, and I had him roll in secret, and he passed.
Yeah, and I rolled a 1 on perception. I get that.
Yep. So
But it's like, I'm going to shoot him in the head. All right. Well, I rolled 4 on it. Okay, cool. You hit, but like barely.
yeah.
All right, I'm going to shoot him in the chest. All right, I rolled 2. All right, you shoot him right in the sternum.
Can I finish
What
the
fuck?
sentence?
Yeah, no, go for it.
So, your sternum's cracked. You're bleeding badly, but also
Bulletproof vest.
the impact tips over the barrel you were leaning on, and you go over the side. You're washed.
Wow.
You're washed through a current, losing consciousness, and you fade out.
Oh, so I'm just dead.
I mean, I asked what you wanted to roll for preservation. You rolled a 2, so have a little faith.
What?
Have a little faith.
Yeah, I rolled a 2 for damage.
Have a little faith.
Okay.
Okay,
Oh,
so you're
wow.
you're off
Wait,
the boat.
All right.
So and back to Jack. You just shot this man in the chest. For all intents and purposes, there's no fucking way he's living, right? So you killed him, and he fell over the
hole
side.
in his chest, he's in the water, and his leg is probably missing.
Yeah. So what now?
Well, his leg's still on the boat.
His leg's still on the boat.
Also, as you do this, I think the biggest thing is like on his face, on Bill's face as you do this, is just sheer confusion.
Yeah. All right. What's your move now that you did what you set out to do? You fucking murdered this guy.
So, like, how bad is my injury? Like, am I just missing an eyeball, or is my like skull cracked and I'm bleeding out?
You'll make it back to shore, but as soon as you get to shore, you're gonna need to go to the fucking hospital. Okay, wait. If this boat turns around right now, you'll make it back to shore.
I take another hit of shtick.
So I.
What are you in Canada at this point? It's been an hour, but sunglasses are powerful.
So what I do is I take my button-up shirt off, I rip the sleeve off, kind of like mush it up into a ball, and stick it into the hole in my head. And I take the other sleeve and rip it off, and tie it around my head in like an eye patch.
So you pack the wound and then you bandage it up. Very nice.
All right, give me a D6 on how good your own first aid was.
Now remember what my training might be.
Yep.
Training? Oh,
You're gonna
okay. No
roll
wonder.
low and accidentally stuff crab in there.
5.
Okay, yeah. Now you're good. You're most at risk from an infection more than bleeding out at this point. So yeah, you did a great job patching yourself up.
And now I turn my attention to the captain. And I'm like, where's the briefcase?
He had it when he got on. Maybe it's around here. All of them start looking for it. And
Frantically, I imagine.
frantically. After about 10 minutes.
So many crabs to search through.
Yeah, it's 10 minutes-ish happen. It's a small boat. They come up with nothing. Everyone in this voice chat knows why they came up with nothing. But yes, they come up with nothing.
That's because the crabs ate it.
The crabs ate it. Considering what it is that's in the briefcase, I would be very concerned.
All right, so this is going to be a shot in the dark. You guys turn this boat around. Follow your course with a net in the water. All the way back to shore.
Okay. You get one roll. It has to be a 6.
Oh, fuck.
All my hard work.
You roll for me.
Okay.
All my
Having
hard work.
on stream is nice.
1. So,
Ooh.
despite your best efforts, the briefcase is sunk into the coral reefs. It's down in there, so if the net even went that low, it would catch. You get back to shore. The net didn't drag up. Well, it dragged up a bunch of shit, but not the briefcase.
For all intents and purposes, is fucking gone. Because you rolled a 1.
Yeah. So Jack gets back to shore.
Wait,
Rupert,
there's one more card. Consult the crabs.
Rupert and Don. This is
I'm going
kind
to
of
spend both my story points to say the case actually got stuck to the bottom of the boat.
What?
it's there.
What? Story points? What the fuck are those?
It's in our
Different system.
Yeah, it's our homebrew campaign.
I
We run
want to
with.
use story points to not get shot in the chest.
Yeah. All right. So,
What a waste of story point.
Don and Rupert they find the 6-leaf clover on its way back towards the harbor, but at this point the harbor's in sight, so you land on the harbor. Don, his 2 bodyguards, Rupert get out of the helicopter, and they see Jack on the boat berating some Irishmen. What is your guys'
Bleeding profusely
Hold
from
on.
the face.
Yeah, but hold on. What you see when I get to the harbor is I've got the eye patch on, obviously, with a bunch of blood on my face, but then when I get off the boat, I am carrying a severed leg.
Is this like the backstory to every pirate?
It's not just a severed leg. It's a severed leg with a cowboy boot.
I swear to God, I'm coming back for my leg.
Like, suddenly he's, like, every sentence has an R in it.
All right.
Going back
Um,
to that spur.
So, what is the final interaction here between Jack and Rupert? This will be the last scene. And then we'll go around to everyone, and you'll reveal what your secret was, how successful you were, and then I'll give you your end.
All right.
So, final scene between Rupert and Jack.
I see the spur, of course. I'm like, you get him?
Well, if I didn't, something out there will.
That's ambiguous. And
Then I
Nice.
toss his leg to your feet.
all right. That's a leg, yeah.
Well, it used to be
Didn't really
attached to
step
Bill.
over it. Yeah, I can see that. There's spurs attached to his fucking boots. No one wears those anymore. He came out of the straight 1800s, fucking weirdo.
All right. Don shakes Jack's hand, gives him some money from the giant sack, gives Rupert some money for completing the job, the amount he agreed to pay you for completing the job. You guys, you did your best, and it's bad form to pay for a job not technically completed. I mean, I don't have the briefcase, but Bill betraying us, as it seems to be the case, is more of my failure than yours, because I assigned him to the jobs. That doesn't really feel like your guys' fault. You guys are good killers. You should get that eye looked at. You should learn how to read.
I
There's
mean,
not an eye left, sir.
Really patent his paraglider.
I would patent things, but I don't know how. It requires way too much paperwork.
All right. Do you both just ride off in the sunset at that point, or is there anything left you want to say to each other?
Yeah, let's get you to Olive Garden, man.
The good
Let's all go
ending!
get Olive Garden and then follow Rupert to his night gig.
All right. Okay, so to quickly go
I want
to...
you to know that once I returned to land, I was immediately going to head to Olive Garden.
Let's go. Well, I will let you decide that for yourself. So
You're just like, you show up, like they pull out guns, Rupert's like, no! When you're here, you're
Family.
to
Damn it! Why'd you deny me that ending?
really quickly before we do the endings, to quickly go to a nearby Caribbean island. It's the Florida Keys, right? Yeah. One island on the Florida Keys. Bill's body washes up on a shore, and his hand reaches out and grabs like a fistful of sand to stop the stuff from taking him back out. And
Cuts to black.
a couple people that are living on this island run up, and they worry over him. They say, "Are you okay?" A couple days later, he's cognitive. He's ready in this bed. His chest is all bandaged up, and he's breathing with the assistance of a machine right now. But he hears a doctor saying the prognosis is good. The shrapnel of the bullet and the bones messed up his lat muscles pretty bad, but they missed his lungs. Just minor scarring on the outsides, but no punctures. He is very, very lucky to be alive. Oh, thank you, doctor. That's so kind. Yeah, you're saying he was shot? He was shot multiple times. There were some bullet fragments in his leg, well, where his leg used to be, and his chest. I am shocked. I don't think a normal person could have survived these things, but he's a very, very tough man, dressed very strangely. And then,
Well, thank fuck. I'm gonna tip my hat at him.
Alright.
My hat that is waterlogged.
so that's your setup for the ending.
And
So-
somehow still on your head.
and somehow still on your head after all this time. I'll let you think about that while we go to the person who's had the most time to think about their ending. Frida, piloted by Josh. Can you tell the audience what your secret was and where Frida ended up?
Frida was leveraged by the FBI to try to get the suitcase for them because the FBI believed that there was a nuclear bomb in the briefcase.
And where did Frida end up?
She reestablished herself as a drug lord in Iceland.
Hell yeah!
I love it. Let's go to Jack, who had something to do with that. So Jack, what was your secret, and what is Jack's end game after? Well, it could be Olive Garden. I won't put that in your mouth. So What was your secret, and where does Jack end up?
My secret was just that I work for the FBI and I was assigned to help Freda.
Okay. What happens to Jack?
As where he ends up, he just goes back home. And like if this was a film, it cuts back to him like at his kid's soccer game and he's sitting in the bleachers with an eye patch on.
Yeah.
Living his best life.
And like you can see the handle of his Desert Eagle sticking out the back of his pants.
Love it. Love it. Rupert, what was your secret, and what ends up happening to you?
His secret was that Don Lex had already known that someone among the four was a Fed, and that if I found them, killed them, and brought their badge back, he would let Rupert keep the entire stack of cash. Which, honestly, Rupert doesn't fucking care about money, so that wasn't much of an incentive for him. But it did immediately tell him that Don Lex was willing to, first off, set us up knowing a Fed is among us, and hired someone with the intent to rat them out. So it immediately made me, as a player, go, yeah, Don Lex is a fucking asshole, and we don't trust him. Yeah, and his ending, the immediate ending, of course, the Olive Garden thing, which has a frankly concerning amount of people, and I assume Badger there.
Sure.
Who's Badger?
The FBI handler.
The guy who's really into Kesha.
Yeah, he's just there as an Uber driver, though.
I like how he's actually taking his cover as a serious job, too.
Yeah, and Rupert's like, hey man, you still getting flack about the Kesha obsession? Like, biggest Kesha fan we know. And he's like, yeah, and Rupert be like, hey man, you stay true to you. You love Kesha and that's alright.
Aren't you like the only one who had zero interaction with Badger?
Yeah, I know him exclusively as an Uber driver.
And then, Slime, what was your secret, and what ends up happening?
So my secret was, through intel leaks, I found out that the case did in fact have a nuclear device in it, and I didn't want anyone to have it. I just wanted to get rid of it because I can't let a bunch of people possibly get nuked.
Who did you work for?
Myself.
He was just
You're
a hero.
A good Samaritan.
Yep.
He literally
And
was.
He's a
Shot
good
my knee
Samaritan
up and shot me in the
criminal.
Yep.
Yeah.
I was just a guy who was doing some crime because I needed to pay off some loans from the IRS that my farm at home, who had fallen on hard times. Luckily, I've paid off now, and I think that's his ending. You know, his farm has been fully taken care of and paid off. He owes nothing to the IRS. He successfully saved a bunch of people from that nuke. And
Hold on, you said you were working for yourself.
Yep. I had no affiliation to any faction.
So you're
So who
still
paid
poor.
you?
Sorry, what?
So you're still poor.
No, he's
yeah.
Still
saying.
the IRS.
But
No,
my debt
none of
is
us are
gone.
poor.
Yeah, he was
because-
saying he made the money from like the years of work he did before this
Oh,
job.
gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah.
None of us are poor. We're
Yeah.
fucking badasses.
Yeah, I don't have. He's successfully paid off all his debt, and I think it. Just the camera cuts to him rocking.
I'm not
with
sure
his
about
one
you guys,
leg.
but we can afford the tip for Uber.
Right.
Yeah.
And I think
I
that
work
it
for the
just-
government. I can't.
Oh, fucking
Yeah.
fair.
So for his ending, I think it just cut to a West Virginian farm with fields of gold grain and stuff, and he's just on his porch, rocking in his chair, and he just he takes his hat, slides it over his eyes, and just lays back.
Nice. So yeah, the drama I was trying to set up was, and this is how it played out. But like the secret's intention was like,
One last thing, can I offer a like post-credit scene?
sure,
Like everyone else has their ending thing. Mine was just an Olive Garden. What happens afterwards is that like there's Rupert bitching about how reading is hard, and then it zooms in like over his shoulder, and on like the screen that he's like trying to take notes on is a bunch of files regarding Don Lex and the what happened to his family.
Oh no!
Oh.
He finally got those documents, and it's like, I'm trying to. I can't read it.
Yeah. Well, you'll get there, buddy. But yeah, from a game mechanic standpoint, what I tried to set up is I didn't know who was going to pick what, but it's like there's the guy that's actually loyal to the gang that gets an assignment that's like, hey, there's a Fed among you, which there was 2, but whatever. There's a Fed among you. If you can figure out who that is and like kill him, you'll get a ton of money. And then there's a Fed that knows it's a nuclear bomb, so that this is very serious and like the suitcase cannot get away. Then there's another Fed that's trying to help the other Fed, but that Fed doesn't know that they're trying to get help at all. And then there's one guy who's like, he was loyal to the gang, like not loyal, but it was a job. And then he somehow through leaks attains the information that it's a nuclear bomb, and he's like, okay, listen, like I'm fine with like killing other mobsters for a mobster to get money, but like I can't let him have a nuke. That's like way too far. I gotta do something. So, and then I was just like, let's just see what happens. And that was the purpose of tonight. So I had no idea where it was going to go. There was a whole thing. You guys fucked up their car so quickly. They were supposed to get to an intersection, and then the CIA was going to steal the briefcase, the wrong briefcase. And I was thinking you guys would chase down the car, eventually have to deal with the CIA, so then the FBI agents would be uncomfortable maybe with killing these guys. Maybe some drama there.
They super weren't uncomfortable with killing a damn thing at all.
Yeah.
No,
but,
they
I was less Jason Bourne and more just not giving a shit.
To be fair, one of them isn't like an actual FBI agent.
Yeah.
They're a criminal that's being...
The actual agent
FBI
did most of the killing.
Leverage on them. Yeah.
Yeah, fair.
Dude.
No, we did exactly the same amount of killing. I killed 2, well, 1.5, and she killed 2.
But
it was like, no questions.
You did shoot at civilians on a boat.
I will say, though, I was so close to being right about you people that no one would check the apartment, and like I was like so sure people were just gonna go for the red herring that was the car. And then Slime's like, oh yeah, I'll check the apartment, and then he rolls like a 5 or a 6 or something. It had to be a 5 or a 6. And it was like fuck, he found the briefcase right away. Because I wanted you to get I wanted you to get to the CIA and then realize it was wrong and go back to the apartment. Anyway.
How did you expect us to see the car, except for the fact that I specifically mentioned to go out to the
We probably would have heard it.
The tires were going to squeal, and then they would have had to... Like I said, you caught them way faster than I wanted you to, but you were already outside. And I was like, fuck, they're already outside! Well, the car is right in front of you.
I think that was the right move. They chose to do an alternate route that was more difficult, and it paid off for them.
Yeah, you caught my car right away.
Yeah, and if we had just all gone through the elevator and done it, it was like classic, like the window, the wall was basically shot open, and the window was like the glass wall, was gone, and we could have just walked over and just seen them driving away. So
yeah.
But yeah, so dude, loved Bill. He was great. I rolled exactly good when I think I should have, and I rolled exactly poorly when I should have.
Yeah, I love...
You rolled way too good. Like, you're just like, no, this nuke needs to disappear.
I haven't.
And then as soon as you did your job, it dumped you.
Yeah, it was awesome. I think I've never had dynamic rolling like that before. I've either... Honestly, like on the day, it's usually like I'm either rolling good or I'm rolling bad, and there's no difference. So that was actually a really fun experience.
My favorite part of the session was when Andrew took the time to message me and say, I'm going to send the boat up sneakily and then like try and get on their boat while it's passing them. And then I had him roll in our DM and he passed, and I was just like, that's really creative. That's really cool. I like that.
No, I like that, and I rolled a 1. I rolled a 1 for the sneaking perception.
Yeah.
But no, I rolled I like how his intro was literally doing some gunslinger shit and popping their tire from like 10 stories up with a 5 on the die.
Yeah.
My biggest thing for me was with like Frida. It was the moment where it was like, oh, neither the FBI nor Don knows anything about Bill, and he's just loose in the city with a nuclear bomb. And I was like, yeah, this chick isn't gonna stick around.
Yeah, she's fucking leaving.
Like, if Bill can get away from the FBI, this Harvard graduate can too. Like.
That makes a lot of sense why you left when you left. You're like, well, this is getting dangerous. Like, I don't know.
If the FBI doesn't know and Don doesn't know, maybe the Triad, maybe he does work for the Triad. But you know, it was like the Triad definitely doesn't know Bill. I was like, oh no, she's fucking gone. Like, there's a rogue agent, a nuclear bomb in the city.
What the fuck? I'm getting out of here.
Like if it
no, just Bill was genuinely
the FBI
just trying to get
taking
rid
the
of
time to try to find me after this.
I will say
if the
yeah, no, you can go. Finish.
Go ahead.
if the FBI was actually going after me at that point, I'd be like, you guys got to get your priorities straight.
There's a nuke.
Yeah.
I will say there's an alternate story where if you had the helicopter arrive anywhere like near on time, like in the middle of their fight, which wow, they fucking killed each other real fucking quick.
It was so fast. I thought there was gonna be more back and forth, but it was literally just I choose to shoot them there. Okay, you shoot them there. There is no rolling to hit. There's no nothing. It's just roll to see how much damage you take. And I'm like, Jesus.
Yeah,
I was going to try to immediately have our guys engage them, like, because they're both just shooting, it's like, whatever. And the idea is, hopefully they'd kill the two Tommy gun guys, and then I was going to have a one-on-one with Lex, because I don't fucking care about the case anymore.
Yeah. Well.
Why do you think I shot you in the knee instead of aiming at your head as the first shot?
To have a back and forth?
To
Because you really hated his fucking shoes?
To be fair, you did say I turned and shoot him in the face, so that I didn't exactly go, do you guys want to talk about it?
Yeah, because he shot me.
Yeah.
What do you think? And not only was it just like, if it was just like, oh, I got shot in the thigh, oh, fuck, and then he was like, all right, who are you working for? I could have worked with that. But the way you described it was, all right, he shoots you, and your knee is eviscerated, and your leg is fully off. And I go, and then he doesn't say anything else.
Because he's a stone cold killer.
And I'm like,
I was
all right,
willing to talk.
Exactly, I literally said that out loud, and he's like, I'm willing to talk, bro.
Yeah.
You know, so it's just like a, yeah.
I'm in the very back of the FBI's case files for wet worker.
Very much so. It was very much like a, oh, you're an assassin. Okay.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm surprised you went with FBI and not CIA.
The CIA, like I said, was gonna get the case.
Well,
and
one,
then...
handling the nuke, handling like threats of nukes and stuff like that is more of the CIA's jurisdiction, and also how they were playing as like just an assassin agent who's just getting the job done and doesn't care about criminals getting in the way or anything like that, or even necessarily
Okay, you
civilian
didn't know he was gonna
lives.
play like that.
I know, but it's like but that's what I mean though. It's like
He's a
honestly,
double agent within the U.S. government.
Your character was way more CIA coded than FBI coded. Because the FBI agent would still be like, all right, freeze, you know, don't move, kind of shit. No, a CIA agent, if they think you have a nuke, they're just gonna kill you.
Yeah. And that was kind of the point of this little thing, is it's like, we're just gonna see what happens. I don't really know what you guys are gonna do.
Yeah.
I have an AI agenda of like where the briefcase goes if you don't touch it, but other than that, I was just like, I'll make up NPCs depending on where you go, because apparently one of you just ran away to Iceland, and that's a thing that can happen here. I wasn't exactly writing everything down because I'm like, I know these guys in real life, and they're all kind of fucking loose cannons, so I'm not going to really bother on writing too much shit down because it's never going to go how I think it's going to go.
100%.
No, I was surprised that I found it immediately, and I was like, well, I'm just gonna fucking leave. I was like, I know exactly what to do now. I'm gonna immediately go to the marina and sail off into the ocean and drop it directly in the middle of the ocean.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that, like, when the party split up at the beginning, like, as soon as we split up, I was like, well, we would totally do that under the assumption that we're working together. But, like, knowing that we weren't working together, I was like, 50% of this group is fucked.
Yeah,
Like-
Bill looked at you guys driving away, looked at Rupert doing his shit up above him, looked at the nuke sitting in front of him, and was like, well, this is great. And then just left.
And I did do some bullshit DMing where I'm like, yeah, the FBI handler was the Uber driver, and like, yeah, it's bullshit.
That was so.
That was so fucking
it's bullshit DMing, but what do you want me to do? Stream's over 45 minutes in. Yeah, we're done.
Basically, I got insanely lucky and got a really good head start on you guys due to all the circumstances.
Well,
Yes,
I
so-
still think that we could have used the FBI, or even just like I was thinking like my Harvard, like I don't know what the fuck I was in Harvard for, but like we could have like tried to hack the Uber account and figure out where the prop like where it went or whatever, and then gone from there, and it would just take time or whatever for him to get ahead. But because we wouldn't have been able to catch you like dumping the thing in the ocean.
Straight up.
But there
I
might
got
have been
like a
something where we get like maybe there is a radiation detector that we can get from the FBI to find it or something along those lines.
Yeah. But honestly, I'm not sure I could have DM'd it better. Like I got a good roll exactly when I needed it to be, one. And I just immediately got an amazing head start. I would have made it more like, okay, but like what else am I gonna do? I immediately go, all right, here's the thing. I know that I want to get rid of it. Well, let me go get rid of it and see what happens from there. You know, like,
yeah.
I think we're all none of us were disingenuous to the rules, and I think that
I think so. Yeah.
Austin squinted in our favor to try to keep the thing moving along.
Oh, definitely.
100%. Yeah, there was a lot of the time where I was like, I'm just gonna shut up and there was a big I honestly for like half an hour, I think at least or more, was just quiet because I'm like, I'm just gonna let them do their thing and try and catch up, man. I feel kind of bad for getting such a good head start right now. I feel kind of bad.
Yeah, you're fine. I feel way less bad putting my thumb on the scale to give them even a chance of finding you, because it's not a competitive game, it's just a narrative for fun. But like, if it was a competitive board game, we had a game that Josh showed me, and then I'll shut the stream down. So the stream's like, why are you still talking? We had a game that Josh showed me once where he calls it Everybody Dies. Josh, do you remember what that actually is?
It's like Dungeon Quest?
Yeah. And like the objective is to go into this dungeon and you get into increasingly difficult encounters, but you get more and more loot, and the person who leaves the dungeon alive with the most loot wins. And Josh, this is the first time I met him, like, as a person, and he just jokingly tells me, hey, just do your first encounter, and if you get, like, $10, leave, and you'll win, because everybody fucking dies in this game. And I was like, haha, okay, and I did it to be funny, and then all of them died, and I won. And I was like, I played for 10 minutes and I won this game because over the course of the next 2 hours, you all slowly died in a dungeon.
Yep.
And that's kind of how I felt with the slime thing, where I'm like, if I don't put my thumb on the scale, he just wins.
100%.
To be fair, if he did that and just won, then all of us would have just gone to Olive Garden and had a good day.
It's only an hour-long stream, but it's
I was
wholesome.
also planning on joining you at Olive Garden and having a good day.
But then your leg got blown off.
Right?
Then my leg got fucking blown off and I got shot in the chest.
You arrive on the beach,
honestly, I think
Olive Garden.
I think Bill was honestly super content with literally being like, all right, well, I'm now just dead. You know what I mean? Like on his farm, once he got back, he was like, well, legally I'm dead. I've got a nice farm homestead with a, that's paid off. I'm just gonna, I guess, relax. I'm just gonna.
Yeah.
All right, this is great.
All right. Well,
How long? Oh, gosh.
Thank you all for taking the time. I appreciate you helping make this content. I know 2 people in this party have been berating me constantly until I cry about not just doing Warhammer stuff, so I do like to once in a while do fun other things so that they don't physically assault me when I see them.
Good, because I
lay
will.
off, man.
Yeah.
Right, Coops? I mean, Bill owns his own house. Like, that's more than most people.
She only lays on.
And Mr. Overlord hosts his own weekly, well, bi-weekly D&D sessions that I am a part of, and Andrew, our Jack character, is also part of that. So if you want to check those out, I frequently post them in our Discord whenever he's streaming, so just take a look for the same place you see my videos.
We're currently on break for the holidays, so after we get back from the holidays, we'll probably pick back up. So don't look right now, but we'll post something saying, hey, we're going to be kicking back up.
Yeah, if you like tabletop stuff, this was much more casual, but if you like tabletop stuff in general, it's a good channel. I just posted in the chat. But we do, every other week, we continue forward. I am a rat paladin that is very stupid, but very nice. And I like healing people. And that's fun.
Pacifist. Don't forget pacifist.
I am a pacifist because I got 2 murder hobos on my team, and I'm like, I need to balance this out a little bit.
2? I think there's 3 now, isn't there?
Okay, just because Sarah's brain is intoxicated with the power of a god and she can't stop murdering people, that she's not usually that way.
Speaking of, Josh did mess with me. Let's go to the Triad base and kick ass. I'm like, hell yeah. And we get there, I'm like, calm down. Jesus Christ.
I was so close to dumping all of my drugs into the AC unit.
that would cause a whole nother thing, but I'll leave that comment.
Murder the Triads for literally no reason.
Yeah, the Triads are like, what the fuck? The Triads were just a device to get the briefcase away. Well, a fake briefcase. They were a red herring, so.
Okay, do you actually have a story for why the briefcase was left there? Like, what even happened, actually?
They were gonna try and trick you and take the money and the nuclear device and leave, but then the Triad came because the same source that even told Don Lex that there was a bomb for sale, the Triad was another bidder, but they got outbid, so they tracked the briefcase here. Yeah, and they did want the nuke, but they took the phony one.
Yeah, because they didn't know better.
Yeah, and that's why when you were asking about their weekly laundry run, I was like, I'm going to accept that the weekly laundry run is a thing, but they're going to just like roll with it instead of say, no, we were after a nuclear bomb.
I'd love the idea if it's the same guys, so it's like genuinely like, it's like, oh no.
Also, I found this funny. Then I'll shut up, but I found this funny because I was being vague with all of you, so when I told Andrew about the mob thing, it's understandable that he thought the 1940s, but when he's saying that it's the 1940s, I'm thinking to the 2 of you that knew that a nuclear bomb was in that briefcase, I'm like, a 1940s nuke is much physically larger. So I'm like, no, this has to be...
Any nuke fits in a briefcase.
But the most believable is modern day. Compared to that. So when Andrew was saying that, like, to myself without being like, well, Andrew, clearly a nuclear bomb could be in the briefcase if it was 1940s, I just had to be like,
well,
no.
It could be a dirty bomb. And that's like
could be
the same level of deadly, but a lot less of an actual boom and a lot more condensed. So it's basically just, radioactive materials or poisonous materials that get, aerosolized and put and spread throughout a very large radius, and it can be a lot more compact than
it could have just been a gift certificate for a nuclear bomb.
Right.
It could have been full.
What it was a pristine slice of ham.
It could have been a briefcase full of Olive Garden coupons.
Was it not?
Most notorious manufacturer.
All the coupons.
Wait, Rupert has trouble reading. What if his coupon's not even to Olive Garden?
It might not be, but he is one of their regulars, so they just cut him some fucking slack.
He might not know his numbers, but he knows his color patterns, and that color palette was spot on Olive Garden on that ticket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have a good night, guys.
Thanks for your time. Yeah. Goodbye.
Alright, is the stream ended?
Yeah, I hit end.